up, everybody? We are here. It's the Hougeki homies again with the Hougeki Heroes campaign of the Wickermen. Tonight we do not have Mr. J2, so instead tonight it's just the five of us here with me, Hyper, Pod, Phil, Jose, and Hedge. Hi, everybody.
Yo.
It's good to be here.
So yeah,
Been looking forward to this.
yeah. So I guess we just get into it, or does anybody have anything they want to mention before we get started?
Shame Hedge.
Why are we shaming Hedge?
Your profile pic.
People on stream can't see my wonderful profile picture. And if
Let
they
the man
could,
celebrate
they wouldn't
Christmas. I
shame
mean,
me.
It's October. No.
Christmas, it's end of October. It's the 26th. Christmas is going to be here in like a month and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 month and 5 days.
No. You do not get to do it till after Thanksgiving.
My Thanksgiving is over.
No. Like the period of Thanksgiving. Like that last... Once Black Friday has hit, then you can play Christmas music.
Bro, my period of Thanksgiving is done in Canada.
No. But it's like the area around Thanksgiving is the point. Black Friday is the day when Christmas stuff starts. Every year, regardless of anything else, no matter what country you're in, Black Friday is what it is. But all right, last session, our friends at the Wickermen, they went and they settled their business in Gulrin. They teleported back to Akare, and immediately got to work on other shit. Namely, the biggest thing that they did is they went to Carrion College and they met the infamous Professor Simeon. Yes. And they figured out more about the Primarchs, the Primal Reveries, the Primal Shrine, and a couple other locations and artifacts. Once they started really getting into it, they did also run into a figure from a certain party member's past. As a Gerda Shelley woman named Sarah stopped them in the street asking Argus for some help. He then also told our resident Gerda Shelley rogue, Finn, about the status of that city and why it is so far gone from the rest of the thing, especially compared to Akare, where there basically is no crime or any sort of presence of anything, surely because of Argus existing. From there, everybody decided to run a couple errands around, where 3 of our party members decided to fight Argus. They lost, but they put up a pretty good fight. But it was not to the satisfaction of our resident tiefling druid, as Amelie stormed off back to her room with that, after the battle. And somebody mentioned that I know what it is here, as the rest of them around decided to, kind of just sit there and shoot the shit. So, with that, everyone,
You also forgot to mention one thing, Hyper. Where Maud mentioned that he indirectly sent Vars's mom off.
Say it was indirectly to you.
No, he said that directly to Vars, so Vars punched him in the face and then walked out.
Mm-hmm.
And then he said that it was indirectly to
Argus and them.
To everyone else, yeah, to Argus and them.
All right. So, with that, why don't we start with Amelie's thing? Sia came up and Sia did tell you that Ina wanted to talk to you.
Yes, she did. Hello. Hello, can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. I plugged in some headphones real quick. Just making sure they're working. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready when everybody else is. We are in Ina's, or at least on my way to Ina's.
You're heading over? All right. So we'll say that you get to Ina's without too much. At this point, y'all fought for a while, and then you decided to sort of like stick around for a little bit. At this point, it's somewhere in the realm of 9 o'clock. I'd say 9 o'clock or so.
Okay.
You walk in, and Ina's like, "Hey, dearie." As she, you see, she's actually poured a couple of drinks over.
Lord.
Back, you
Some-
okay keeping up the bar? Got it, boss.
Ugh, Lord, maybe I should have listened to him. I don't know, but
Talk to me about it.
well, hails bells. I can excuse him criticizing me for not being able to defend against his cheap tactics. He's a one-man army. I kind of get that he can just pull things out of his ass. But he suggests that I should just leave my team behind, let them fend for them fucking selves? No, that ain't happening. Again, he's a one-man army. You can ask Varys. He's kind of used to leaving people in the dark and abandoning them.
Is he?
I don't know. Again, maybe he had a point. Maybe. But still, I'm being paid to be a teammate.
Amelie.
What good am I if I can't help?
Amelie, dearie. Has Argus ever told, I know he's probably told Varys at this point. But has he ever told you about his party?
I never realized he ever had one. Never would have guessed.
At one point, there were 5. One of them, his predecessor, Danis. And it was more. Someone you've gotten probably to know over the past couple weeks, being Plasia. Yours truly.
Well,
That man has
it's
saved
good to
my
see
life
y'all are
more
in one
times than I
piece
can
at
count.
least.
Not suggesting that you abandon your team. But Danis was a hard bastard. He rode us all to the bone, particularly Argus. But I think I was the one that he wanted to say that he almost wanted kicked out of the guild just because of the fact that, well, he holds up her fist. I have to get up close to you. But oftentimes when I was younger, that meant rushing in at first and not really realizing what it would do. Argus isn't saying. I'll say it was Argus actually that sat me down and talked to me. It was after one time where Mord took a pretty nasty beating trying to protect me. He told me that one of the best things I could do as a teammate is find a way to do my job while still being as cautious and still being while still taking care of myself as much as possible. It's hard for my teammates focusing on the job while they're focusing on protecting me. So one of the things I decided I would do, I would become the person that they didn't need to protect. Amelie, he's not telling you that you're useless to abandon them. What he's telling you to do is to make sure that you have room to be able to do your job. Because if you are doing your job, we're helping your. Yourself up, dear. I'll go through the learning process. Again, Mord had to save me enough times I eventually fell in love with the man.
Well, maybe you've got a point.
It's just
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
don't worry about it. Also, let's be honest, Argus has trained his entire life specifically to make sure that there's no gap between him and any magic user. You're at a disadvantage in that matchup to begin with.
Yeah, I was feeling it. My mom had it's kind of irrelevant at this point, but my mom always used to say something, and I would ask her why she was so informal with the servants and so generous with them, when everybody else was almost literally kicking them around. She was talking to me about a fireplace. Nobody hides a fireplace behind a brick wall or under their mattress. They have it in the biggest room of the house with the most foot traffic so that everybody can benefit from its light and make use of it. Helping people Lord, it's not just devotion and sacrifice, it's self-esteem. If you ain't got no self-esteem, you can't do your fucking job. I'm feeling kind of crushed, especially with this suitor situation going on. Especially with this freaking oversized turkey. I know I keep talking about my problems.
You mean the dragon?
Yeah, but these problems are everybody's problems, kind of.
Be careful about calling it a
Especially-
turkey. People may think that there's a phoenix on the loose.
Well, I mean, that's manageable at least. Get a competent enough team out there and they can handle it fine. What are we supposed to do about that thing, though?
Right now, what can you really do? Thing is, right now, it's not your job to worry about it. Maybe down the line, maybe it becomes your responsibility. Maybe it becomes your job to worry about it. But currently, all you can really do is leave it to the people who are in charge. When a threat like that arrives, that's all we really can do. People like Argus, people like Illigith.
Lord, I'll be taking one of those drinks now. I think I'm good.
It's been sitting there in front of you. All it's doing is waiting for you to drink it.
She goes ahead and downs a shot.
Just
I'm gonna consider this wrapped up if you are.
not quite.
Okay.
As she then is up. Siri, I asked around a couple people around who have seen you fight, and I heard a little bit of something. Basically, the only issue that you ever have is getting locked too close. You have the ability to teleport. Never forget that.
I try not to. Gosh, diddly do, dang darn it! I try not to. Now you're starting to sound like Argus.
I'm busting your ass, Emily. I'm messing with you. I just figured I would do something that would get you a little bit heated up. That way it would build up your self-confidence again. By somebody telling you that you can do something that they can't.
As Ina says that, Amelie kind of chews on that for a moment. Do something they can't do. Huh. Yeah. And I'm kind of good at that, too. I don't see anybody else spitting out wolves.
Nope. Just like how I didn't see Argus, Mord, Danis, or Plasia targeting pressure points or managing to basically dodge a bunch of hits while absolutely shit-faced.
True. This is very true. Gosh darn it, we all have our own strengths, and I keep forgetting about that. I've got to remember that everybody else is good at their own things.
She leans
Like
over
defending themselves.
Ina's a massive woman, by the way. Don't forget, she's a Goliath. So she's like
Oh, yeah, I
6'8".
have it. Yeah, I'm 5 foot. I'm sure this difference is very apparent to me.
So like she's reach over and like with one of her fingers, which is about the size of your your center face area, she like taps you on the forehead. You have a lot of power in here. It takes time to learn how to use it to its greatest ability. Very few people are born with that innate knowledge off the cuff. Don't beat yourself up over not being. Over not exactly being a prodigy. And also, as far as the suitor thing, I don't really know much about that, but anyone who ever wanted to, whoever wanted to, how should I say it? Anybody who ever wanted to spend a night with me, better be able to beat me in a fight.
Oh, darling, let me finish these drinks and I'll tell you the whole situation. Hell, you might be able to get Melina. You might be able to get Melina to spill a. Holy shit, Melina! I need to talk to her. She actually has info. But anyway, yeah. I'm being married off as kind. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead, take your time.
Let's see. She's looking around on the floor. Okay, it doesn't look like she's around here. I can never tell.
Yeah,
What?
I heard Argus fire. I heard Argus. What was it? The opposite of fireproofed his room to keep Melina out. He set fire to his room to keep Melina out.
No. That's So what that is that's a criminal in British Shell.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
so you actually
Okay.
wouldn't have heard of that. You weren't there.
Okay, I gotcha. I will retcon that comment in that case.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm gonna say Amelie finishes off these drinks and goes over this whole spiel with Aina. It's a whole spiel, and I kind of I'm
You've never
feeling
met the
winded
guy.
going over it. Nope, not once, not a day of my life. Don't know his name, don't know what he looks like. I couldn't even tell you what race he is. Not that it makes a difference, but I'd at least like to know the face I'm looking at before I put a ring on him.
Given the fact he's Sprint Folly, I'm gonna guess that he's Tiefling.
I'm also making that guess.
Yeah, hey, all I suggest is that you at least meet the guy. You don't have to immediately say yes, by the way. You could just, talk to him and give your parents you'll think about, so you will strongly consider it and you'll be thinking about it long term. You're 18, kiddo. I doubt your parents
Right.
immediately at 18 want you to immediately start pumping out kids.
Well, you don't. I don't know. You could ask. That friggin' letter from my daddy certainly makes me feel otherwise. But you're probably right. I might just be overthinking things again. Fucking men.
And man,
As she downs another shot.
careful. I can take a lot more of that than you can.
Hey, I don't doubt it, but this stuff is good.
Yeah, I've heard that you have developed an affinity for liquid cactus. That is some nasty shit. By the way, that is this universe's equivalent
It's
to
the
tequila.
bird, baby. It makes me feel alive.
That is this universe's equivalent of tequila.
And out of character, I can't stand tequila, but I know a lot of people who love it.
Be careful. Be very careful with what you're about to say.
I still remember we have two people of the Latin persuasion.
I haven't.
Hey, Jose Cuervo and I are not on speaking terms, and he knows what the fuck he did.
You guys just aren't drinking the right thing. Yeah, this isn't important. Never.
All I'm saying is that tequila is an option. It's on the shelves. If you like it, go nuts. I mean, don't get stupid.
Fair enough. Phil, we're having twit longer right now.
About tequila.
With that. Yeah, so we'll say that you and Ina do that. She lets you just crash at one of the rooms at this place because she doesn't want you walk you all the way back to the guild hall with how sloshed you are by the end of the night. I'm not even having you roll a Constitution saving throw. By the end of the night, you're smashed.
No.
Oh, you're talking
What?
Yeah, but it's not very. It's fine. It is what it is.
What?
Sorry.
It's fine.
Odd?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Say what?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Okay, because we couldn't hear the first half of what you said.
Which is kind of what. Never mind. Just.
Okay. All right. So, Pod, is there anything that you want Amelie to do for the rest of the night besides that?
She does need to talk to Melina. She would like those details as on the suitor ASAP.
Yeah, you did tell her to do that, huh?
Yeah. And she said she would do it for fun.
She did. She got bored.
Yeah. I was offering to pay her. I mean, I didn't have much to do it with initially, but she turned me down.
Okay, so let me write something in here because I actually did something with this, and I have to.
No. We can move on to the other groups situation.
All right. What does everybody else want to do for the night? Two of you have had your ass kicked by Argus. One of you. What was Finn doing that whole time?
I've been drinking in my room, remember? Because like she gave me a drink to go, which I'm gonna say is liquid cactus, which I love.
There we go.
I've just been sad drinking my like
Phil.
depression
He
away in my
went
room.
10 rounds with
Why are you doing
Jose
this to me?
Cuervo.
No, I think Varus stormed off after what Mod said. I don't know if he'd be going back to the guild later.
You were at the guild.
No, but he stormed off, like right after what
Well, where
Mod
did you
said.
go?
Right? That's what I don't know. I think he just walked off randomly to cool off, and I don't know where he would have gone. Just like picked a
Roaming the
random
streets?
direction in anger. Yeah, just roam the streets. And probably just decides that he'll crash outside somewhere for the night instead of like going back to the guild. Just like doesn't want to be near Mod or the guild really.
Okay. Well, all right. Josaku, what you up to?
I'm gonna meditate on the loss in my room.
Meditate on the loss of your. Two of y'all stormed off. Two of y'all went to y'all's rooms, and then Yaku's just sitting there like we're having him just like playing stuff in the like the main hall, trying to cheer
Hey.
everybody up.
It would have been Varus would have been fine if he didn't find out from what he knew, the reason he didn't have a parental figure is because of Mod. In his limited point of view. Varus does do one thing before he goes to bed, Hyper.
What's
Like
up?
before he falls asleep, wherever the fuck he's like sleeping. In his head he's just like once he like comes down, he just says, if you got time, Captain, mind stopping by tonight? And just then like find somewhere to like probably like in a park or somewhere near a tree, finds a place to just sleep.
Well, yeah, a tree. So you're going outside of town.
Are there like no parks or any trees inside the town?
Basically, the way it would be is like there's trees, but a guard would walk up and say, "It's like, hey, you can't sleep up there."
He was gonna sleep. He was gonna sleep like next to the tree or something. Like, he'll sleep somewhere in the city. Like
Well, there's
he's
homeless
used to it.
shelters. Is the thing. It's like they would send people to the shelters.
Fine, then he'd go back to his room in the guild. Like after walking around.
That's the thing. It's like you haven't noticed a large homeless population in a care because they actually have a functioning structure of housing for those who can't afford it.
But
Here's
yeah,
a good city.
he goes and sulks in his room as well before he goes to bed.
Phil, this is also what happens when a city actually has people that they can look up to and is not completely corrupt to the bone, fueled by corporate interests. Also known as not in America.
Good
But
boy.
yeah. All right.
That's
well,
a whole conversation.
You go back to your room.
Mhm.
Let me see if someone was waiting. Ooh. I had a roll where if it was above a 10, no one was waiting for you. Below a 10, someone was. As you see, like when you get back to your room, Argus has been standing there waiting for you. That took you long enough. Only been waiting here about 2 hours.
You do know it's kind of weird that you're standing outside someone's room for the past 2 hours?
Not really when they're your kid.
What do you want, Dad?
Mord meant that when say that when your mom went to go look for me, he was the first one she found. and he didn't know where I was, so he sent her the way saying that Danis may know. He's not great with words. I'm not saying that you have to like him. I'm just saying that he's not the sole reason. That person is dead. But not much you can do.
Not much you can do.
As he reeks around and like gives you a hug, it's like, hey.
Like give him like one awkwardly it's a very awkward hug, but he gives him one back. How about I just
I
talk
get
to
you have a lot of frustration towards it, but it's
How about I just talk to you tomorrow morning?
that's
And
not a good idea. I'm still new to this whole dad stuff, so it's
yes, I'm new to the opposite end of it, so
for now.
yeah, I'll just rest up and I'll talk to you tomorrow morning. I need to write a few letters tonight before I go to bed. I'll probably get you to send them.
Oh yeah, they did get you a letter that came in from Misha, right?
Yeah, I'm writing a response tonight, and I'm sure you can send it off. And I'm writing a letter to mom. You can send that off with your letter.
But the Misha one, he's like, attaboy.
You better write a letter to mom tonight. Yeah, get it over. Don't put it off.
Careful, Varys. Also, Varys. I hate to tell you this, but I'll give you guys a heads up. What you guys have, you're going to sprint ball in 2 days' time.
Yeah, so we're gonna sprint fall?
Can't hear you.
I said, so we're going to sprint fall? What's the issue?
Only way to get to the shrine. Closest way, that is.
I'm not worried about going to sprint fall. I'm worried that we have to go through the Taiyan Sultanate.
Yeah, they think I feel. I would feel worse about it, but I already called Andilius. He's gonna send one of his readers with you.
So we should have some help then?
Yeah. That'll happen. Right.
We'll be fine.
I'll talk
What's
to
the
you
worst that? Yeah. I'll talk to you later. He just goes off to his room.
Also, what happened to Hedge in the Roll20?
Am I not in there anymore? Okay,
There we
there we
go.
go.
All right.
Yeah, I think I had just alt tabbed.
Next up, we will go back to Amelie.
All right.
You see Melina at the basically just hanging out in the main part of the guild hall. You've noticed before that there's a like thing over that it's basically like a reforming cork board that's like a giant dartboard for knives. And Melina's just chucking them one after another.
Finn would probably like watching that.
I wonder, the question is who would actually win? As she throws one,
Yeah.
and it actually pushes two to the side as she hits like a bullseye in between two other knives.
Ooh, that's fancy and all, but he can make it. I'm not here to talk about Finn or knives. This suitor, do you have any information on him?
Yeah, I was waiting for you to talk to me about that.
Wonderful. All right, I need everything you know about this guy, like every
Ooh,
little
well,
detail.
This one's gonna be funny.
Who boy?
Oh, you're gonna get a shit kick about this.
Yeah, in and out of character. I'm like trembling.
As you guys see, Sari, could you get us a couple glasses of ale? This is gonna be funny.
Fuck. Hello? Hello? Am I back?
Yeah,
Hello?
you're here.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, my phone died. Sorry.
No, don't worry. You didn't drop it all. You didn't do nothing.
Okay, good.
Jose did drop out of the Roll20 though.
Oh,
I think it happens when you're inactive on Roll20, like you just have it open.
Oh, true.
All I
Forgot.
had to do was go and like just click on the Roll20 and it popped it back
okay,
in.
yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Right, one moment. Let me find the image I have for this guy.
Oh.
Oh boy.
I saw one the other day that I was like, this will work. This will very much work.
I'm quivering.
Don't be. Have a little faith.
Watch it be the rune reader that's going to be helping us out. No, that's Simeon, Jose.
Yo, wait, Simeon ain't that bad.
What if I had it? Now I just gotta find it.
Take your time.
It was like the one art I did not post in my private Discord channel.
Shoot-a-doo.
Damn it, where is it?
I wonder how 1D&D is gonna play.
Hopefully fun.
There are
Yeah,
some
just-
things that have changed that I really like, and some things that I'm very meh about. But it is playtest, so
Mhm.
I'm sure they'll whatchamacallit, do some changes and stuff. I'm really excited about the virtual tabletop that they're making.
Ooh, that's gonna be good. Probably, maybe.
It from the tiny bit they showed, it looked really cool. So fingers crossing they Well, I just
Okay,
realized
this
it's
isn't
gonna be.
exactly it, but this will work.
Okay, hold on. Give me just a second. I was looking at May's D&D server.
Don't worry.
Okay. I wonder when she's gonna start that one session. I hope she hasn't forgotten about it.
Probably just easy.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
Here's the one I
yeah.
liked for him.
Oggy woggies.
Here you go.
Oh boy. Oh. Oh no, he's actually kind of cute.
Oh no, he's.
He's good looking. Dumps. Bro, Phil, you can't be saying shit like this, Phil. You can't be saying shit like
Oh.
this.
Say hello as she passes you like a magically generated image. Say hello to Molly or Creed.
Oh Lord.
What is
And
the name?
Amelie, I would like you to roll me a history check.
Oh boy. I get to make another 11 on my history roll.
If you get an 11, something's cursed.
A 9.
Well, the DC was 5
Oh, perfect.
Okay.
Neat.
because you recognize the name Creed. You know that some tieflings have traditional names like the Rotier family. They basically have kept a name all throughout. Some, over the course of their family's lineage, have decided to give themselves custom last names, as per like ancient tiefling culture. One of them is the Creed family, one of whom sits on the Arcanum.
Oh boy. Okay,
Which,
so
in your head, you're thinking, based on the age, that's probably this guy's grandfather.
Dang.
Okay.
Oh,
So
But
dang.
his grandfather is one of the 10 most powerful mages in Sprinfall.
okie dokie. Alright, this is good to know.
Say Molly or Creed. You may recognize that name because of I'll say because of Azikus Creed.
Yeah, his granddaddy.
Yep.
Oh Lord.
Number 5 on the
Okay,
Arcanum.
so much for setting him on fire and thinking that'll end it.
Well, that's not the interesting part. Supposedly, he actually is a good person. Skilled student, decent, as a fairly prodigious mage, takes after after his grandfather than his father in terms of power. So respectable, respectable bloodline, and supposedly being groomed for eventually having a seat on the Arcanum.
Oh Lord. Fuck. Well, God.
I can also tell you that he treats any sort of staff well. He's very good to pets. Makes runs a charity donation here and there, and his family are basically a variation of moderately newish money, where they mostly get it based off of his grandfather's position rather than any sort of business that has allowed them to. Yeah, but as a result, they do run a chain of magic shops. You probably have heard of Class and Creed shops, which you absolutely would have. It's basically like it's like how if you were shopping for sports stuff, you would have heard of Academy.
Oh Lord. Oh.
Where it's like it's
Alright.
big, but it's not like, so big that it's everywhere and everything.
Yeah. Oh Lord. Wow, this is a lot. Oh Lord. Amelie just kind of takes the nearest seat she can find with her hands on her temples. They cherry picked this guy out for me. The one time they do something right, and I already have someone I'm interested in. And he's
Supposedly,
perfect.
it was actually because of the fact that of you turning down other suitors and whatnot, and it seems that you're not the only one whose parents want to ship off their kid. Or has it? Alier has some tendencies that his family is not proud of. Me? I don't frankly give a shit about that. But if you did get married, I think you'd have a hard time making a kid.
Is he gay? You can just say he's gay.
Yes, he
I'm
is. Oh, I'm just having fun
okay.
stringing you along, Amelie.
I don't need fun. I need another drink.
And as this moment, Siri says, "Coming right up, dear," as she sets the ale on the ground.
Oh Lord. Oh my God. What do I do? I mean, okay, surely I can talk to this guy. He basically sounds like someone that I could reasonably get along with. I could probably convince this guy to get out of the marriage sooner than I can convince my dad.
Suppose, based on what I was able to gather in the week that you gave me, he's not as much any more of a fan of it than you are. Supposedly,
Well,
he's also been one that they've tried to marry off just because, as you may know, the Creed family doesn't have the most wealth. Class and Creed is a, fairly sized magic shop line, but it's not by any means
oh
the
yeah.
biggest. Their money, in terms of the other Arcanum, is probably second to last. But Tears, on the other hand, are one of the 10 richest families in all of Sprinfall.
Yeah, he's rich, blood. He's just
Not as rich as you.
Yeah, and I don't hold that against him. I've just never really gotten much of an opportunity to get to know him, partly because of that. Oh, Lord, I
Amelie, you're
still
not
don't know what I'm
realizing what
gonna
I'm
do,
saying.
darling. I still don't know what I'm gonna do about this. Like I said, I can probably convince him to get out of this sooner than I can convince my dad.
Amelie, he's not the one pushing it.
I know. I know he ain't. That's kind of
What I'm
the
saying is
issue.
it's both of your parents who are trying to do this. They're basically trying to push two quote unquote problem children together. Now,
Uh,
granted, foreign politics is not exactly my thing, but the way that I look at this is that this is I say is that your daddy dearest probably sees this opportunity. Uh, get some relevance on the Arcanum for the first time in hundreds of years, and we see this as a way to raise their financial standing.
well, maybe I've picked up a couple of arcane tricks. I know you're not much of a magic user yourself, but maybe that'll be enough to convince him. Because holy shit, if I can teach myself a couple of chromatic orbs, maybe that'll be enough to convince him. I don't know. Oh my god, I could cry. I could cry.
Don't worry about it. Plus, I also did overhear Argus talking to Andilius. Sounds like you're going home.
Yeah. Yep. With the Southern Belle, it's been there.
Ignore me.
Like, are you fucking
Ignore-
kidding me? I
ignore
am
me.
Amelie
Southern
has
Belle.
had like Southern Belle tendencies. It just depends on how thick Pod decides to lay it on in a given night.
You know, no, keep it going, Pod. I love it. I just love it. Ignore our shit posting.
um, but yeah, Amelie is gonna take as many notes as she can with her drunk ass on this and try to remember as much of this as she can. Um, she's gonna go bed. She's calling it a night. She's tired. She's exhausted.
Well, have fun.
Well, at least you had fun. I can take comfort in knowing that.
Oh, I laughed out loud the first time I read it, but hey, not my thing.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Think about it; it could be worse.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. You're not wrong. You are
Well,
not wrong. I kind of lucked out.
well, supposedly one of the suitors that was being considered, I found out is let's just say if you hired me to make sure that something happened, or couldn't exactly hmm, have any fun anymore, I wouldn't say no.
Okay, yeah. Um, yeah. Good night, Melena, and thank you for everything that you've done. Um, I'm gonna toss her 5 gold. I know she said she was just doing it for fun, and 5 is pittance, but it's still a job well done. I got what I wanted.
I'll still take that. Oh, with that, we'll say next up, say on all the things. Let's see. I would like everyone but Josaku to roll me a d6.
Give me just a second.
Everyone but Josak roll a d6. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a 6.
My God, if y'all all fucking
No, I didn't. I rolled the opposite of 6.
okay. Philpod rollies.
All right. Another d6. Am I rolling another d6 or is this like a d20?
This is a d6.
Okay. 5.
Oh, you guys both rolled extremely high.
All right. Well, 1 moment. I have to actually do something because I forgot. I did not forget to do a lot of the stuff. But there's one thing I forgot to do.
You're good, man.
Uh, and then do this. Okay. We will go in reverse order.
All right. Who's starting first? And what are we starting?
That'd be Varys starting first.
What is Varys started?
Let me use the restroom.
See you in a moment.
Yeah.
Before,
yeah,
you got
go
time.
ahead.
Yeah, you got time, Bob. Go ahead. Bro, Phil, you gotta go for this guy, Phil.
Varys. As you are asleep, at some point you are sitting there, and you... How should I say this? You find yourself on a ship in the middle of the ocean. You're the only person standing on deck, but up at the wheel you recognize a familiar figure. You can't expect this to happen every time you want, lad. I'm a god. I'm not exactly at your beck and call.
I get that, Captain. But you were also a mortal, right? So
I'm also what?
you were also a mortal at one point, right?
Aye. More recent than a lot of other gods. But
So,
still a long time ago.
Long time. But you do remember, right?
Yes.
Having questions.
A lot more than
Mm.
others.
I'm not gonna bug you this a lot.
I
I'm
am
not gonna
back.
bug
I'm
you.
assuming Varys is dead.
No, not yet. I'm not planning on bugging you a lot like this, nor am I planning on asking you any secret, sensitive questions that you can't answer. You told me when at your temple that there were some questions you could answer. I just wanna get those answers. That's it. When I prayed to Lady Elistri and Viharen in your temple, you told me that they weren't the ones that helped me. That you watched out for me when I was younger. What do you mean by that?
We work in mysterious ways, lad. That is to say, the gods. We're not exactly allowed to reveal everything. But there are those who have the ability, clairvoyance. I am not one of them. I was told by one. Does. The special man who would emerge from Gorin. Half of the blood of the city, half the blood of the world's strongest stock. Let's just say the god of prophecies. He's a very, very mysterious bastard.
So the god of prophecies told you to watch out for me.
Bavras is an old friend.
I see this with
He's the sketchiest son of a bitch you'll ever meet. He has no
I see-
physical body, Varys. Legitimately, like the dude. Imagine a robe and gloves that just float with like ethereal air in between them. It's the creepiest shit you'll ever see.
I say this with all due respect. but from one mortal to someone who was a mortal. What the fuck happens up here?
Varus, I've given up trying to completely understand my kin. I serve Lord Tempest, and he is the easiest to understand out of all the greater gods. Savras is the least easy to understand. When it came, I'm not allowed to talk much about the reveries, but I know that because I double checked, I am allowed to say that of the gods that were invited to make reveries, Savras was the only one to turn them down.
A god turned down the.
Saying that knowledge of the past and future must not meddle with the will of the present. Some spooky shit like that.
You know what? I wouldn't like someone like Khan getting their hands on something that can see into the future.
Oh, I'd be terrified of what Savras could do. He's the patron saint of divination wizards, and I imagine you've heard about what the most powerful divination wizard in your world can do.
Not really. I live under a rock when it comes to magic.
Give it time. If you're lucky, which you all very seem to be incredibly lucky, you'll meet him.
Yeah. I got 2 more questions that shouldn't have you breaking anything.
Aye.
Did you? I guess you knew about my and Argus's relationship before you chose me, right? And then the parallels between you and Walker's and Tempest.
I didn't intend for that to be the case. It just happened to be the case.
3rd question. Very simple. Do you know why I can't use magic, or is it just because of Argus?
I don't think I've ever seen a man as magically unattuned as Argus Bane. It's a miracle that he could say, if he wasn't as prodigious as he was, I don't think he'd actually be able to use God Razor.
Yeah, because he's given that to me, and I am absolutely dog shit at magic.
I know.
Why do you have to be so bad at magic? I can't even cast. What's the? No, this is from Medio Hyper. What's the magic that all Drow elves can cast? Like the basic one?
I think it's darkness.
No, it's dancing lights, right? Off fairy.
Yeah, no, it is dancing lights. You're right.
Yeah, I can't even use dancing light. Baby Drow can do it.
Varus, I don't know what to tell you other than that man. I don't get it. Whatever human side of his family there is, that human is the most human to ever human.
Like, who'd they piss off in order to be able to use magic?
I would ask Mistra, but she's a little bit busy at any given time. That's a joke, by the way. I would not bring that question before lady.
No, it's also really weird to me that I'm now I also understand that it's extremely weird that I'm having a very casual conversation with a god.
Let's be honest, lad. Most gods actually have never held a day job.
That's fair. You're probably one of the few that have.
Most gods materialize, personifications of their greatest, of their form, of their portfolio. Me, I was chosen. I was a sailor. I was a man.
Do you mind me asking how you became a god?
A long story, lad, but say that Tempest saw my potential under his wing. Be immortal.
That's okay. That's
not something that can happen now, Varus.
Whatever I say in here is private, right?
As private as I can make it. There are gods that are more powerful than I, but I'm in good standing with most of the gods. The only one who ever prize is probably not going to.
You have lady problem. God, it's so strange to me.
I am still a god and I can't smite you.
I know. It's just very strange to me that you're so mortal like. Even though you could smite me in an instant second and destroy me, I mean, I very much understand that. It's
Let's
just,
be honest, the other two gods you probably had some degree of encountering with is the second shadiest bastard in all the multiverse. And then one of the most stick up his ass bastards.
yeah, it's just strange. God, it's still weird that I'm talking to a god. Oh, oh this is so weird. Oh,
Still,
I
though, Aris, one thing that you have to understand: I'm not your friend. I am your patron. You are my champion. Most gods, if you interact with them, would not provide this. Most would be actually rather cross with you, talking so normally. That lady's issues comment probably would have gotten you struck by lightning by any other god of the storm. I just understand.
You're 100% right, but you also knew who I was before you picked me to be your champion.
Oh, absolutely.
And you know
You think
what
I was going to
comes
pick
with,
someone I didn't get along with?
so and you know what? I plan on living my entire life, entire 350 years. So you're stuck with me, Walker, just as much as I'm stuck with you.
Or vice versa.
So you're gonna have to learn to be my friend.
Again, Varus, I didn't exactly like the concept of picking someone who I wouldn't get along with.
I get that, Cap. And I promise I'm not gonna bug you for any more useless shit or ask you for things you can't tell me. I'm not a big fan of, you know me, receiving help when I don't deserve it, and then I'm gonna earn my way through life. And also to answer your early question, I don't want to be a god.
Good.
Living 350 years is more than enough. I don't want to live for all of eternity.
If you find the right person to spend it with, it's not exactly. Then again, as he snaps his fingers, all of a sudden you see people around you that you didn't see before. People manning the ship, people braving the storm, and you realize that there is actually an entire crew manning around him. Sometimes you just need the right. Isn't that right, Quartermaster? As you see someone step up into your vision, it is an orc.
Is this the pride?
He has an eye patch, and he's dressed like basically like almost in like Captain's regalia, but like a little bit toned down. Hi, sir.
You're badass.
Careful with that, lat. By the way, this guy's much taller than Valkyr. This guy is as big as Argus.
Sorry, what did he say, Hyper?
Take care of that bracelet.
I look down and I look at him and I'm like, I'm guessing you are what they call one of the Primarchs.
Harder than you look, kid.
It isn't hard to put 2 plus 2. I'm pretty stupid, but it isn't hard to put 2 plus 2 together.
Oh, if it makes you feel better, I'm no brighter than you are. But at the same time, he's all right. I'm standing right here, you know, and I can't kick you off my ship. 10,000 years would have already, Cotton.
I just look at him. I'm like, Captain, I really like that. I really like him. You're amazing.
That's well, Varus Rivers. Maybe I'll find a time for you and Garrus to talk to. To talk.
You said his name was Garrus?
Garrus.
Let's go, it's Garrus, baby!
I was thinking, wait, okay, let's think about this.
Okay, well, this.
Calibrating.
Calibrating, bro! He's
Calibrating the charts, by the way. But as you drift back into sleep. Alright, who was next? Next up, it was Amelie.
Okay, hi, I'm here.
Let me figure out the dimensions on this real quick. Um. Da-da-da. One moment. I need to find this,
Oh yeah, take your time.
and then this.
I think you probably picked the best god. For me, for Mars to get along with that.
Oh yeah, that was a little. I was like, I'm good at this. What do you think?
Bro, Varus isn't sassy. He knows what he's getting away with.
Yep.
He knows very much that Walker could drown him in a second.
Oh, not just drown you. He could also like electrocute you and various other things.
Yeah, there is a healthy amount of fear. He just knows that Walker chose him for a reason.
Mm-hmm. All right. Amelie,
Yeah. Oh, wow, hi.
you find yourself in a world that is filled with flames.
Oh boy, here we go again. Round 2. Everybody give it up.
But this one, it looks different. You don't see any buildings around. You find yourself in a forest. It seems like it is surrounded by fire, but it doesn't seem like the fire is spreading. It seems more like it's almost everything is in a permanent state of being on fire.
Huh. Okay.
You hail! And you hear this voice coming from all around you.
Okay, first of all, listen, nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes. Second of all, I've got a lot on my plate right now. If you could please kindly exit my head, that would be greatly appreciated.
Amelie, I want you to roll me a perception.
Absolutely. Give me just a second. Perception. There it is. That is a 19.
That's good.
See around in a couple of these branches actually have something in them. Bodies hanging from branches. Look closer. That's Josaku.
Oh, God. Boy.
Ava, Eris. Look over to another tree. See your father, mother, Anna. Yeah. Yes. Particularly if you know. Lifeless. Burning. You fail. This
Okay.
is the result.
I'm guessing it's been more than a minute. Because Revivify probably isn't going to help much.
You get that same feeling that your magic has been severed.
Me.
Not sin. On your path. days vary.
Okay, first of all, who are you to be giving me orders? Maybe I can find this thing on my own. Maybe I can handle it myself. Did you ever think about that? I'm gonna go for a tree branch that preferably isn't on fire, and I'm gonna use that as an improv weapon. Alrighty then, let me look up the rules for improv weapons.
As right. What you will know. Fear.
Ooh, lordy. Okay. Bring it, bitch!
Let the fire inside you. Not let it take hold. As all of a sudden you start to see something. Bodies start to move and contort. Some of the faces, they were down, but now they are looking at you. Bright red eyes. Amelie.
Ooh.
So disappointed. You hear
Damn
Varys say, Oda-san. Finn trusted you. Let us down. As you start to hear them echo one sentence over and over again. This is your fault.
Okay. Maybe I screw up sometimes. Everybody does. Who says I can't fix this? Who says I ain't got this? You? Obviously not. Y'all are fucking dead. You ain't got this situation any better than I do.
As then
Keep
all
your
of a sudden
pants
a
on.
voice from
All
behind
that's it.
you. Are we?
Can I make a swing with that tree branch?
Can.
I
Roll.
don't even look to see who it is behind me. All right, let me roll. It's probably going to be a -1 because of my strength. What is? Oh, okay. That's a nat 1 anyway.
That's a 0!
Yeah.
Oh my god! Ed, you missed it. That's a 0. Probably unmuting me still, but yeah. So with that, as you see now, everyone that was hanging is walking towards you slowly, their eyes red. You look on all directions all around, and it is now formed this mob around you. Glowing red eyes. All saying, it is your fault. You failed us.
Ooh, lordy.
Or you hear the
Yeah, I'm
sound that
sweating.
terrifies you more than anything else.
Oh no, not this son of a bitch. Fuck.
As when you turn around, this time towards the source of the sound, you see a gigantic Nervash staring at you. Eyes,
Fuck.
instead of their usual gleaming amethyst, they are blood red. And it doesn't talk with the same voice as before. You think you can stop me? As this dragon rears its back head to laugh, but all of a sudden, a burst of fire comes out from around you. Enough! This booming voice shoots around, and it rockets you awake.
Ooh, lordy. Hi, good morning. I am here.
It's about 3 a.m.
Okay. I'm probably hungover. I'm gonna make myself a cup of tea.
Go for it.
Am I depriving myself of a long rest if I do?
No, I'll say that you still get your long rest in. You'll be fine.
Okay, thank heavens.
It's not let you know, Hyper. You told me to unmute when I read that message and I unmuted. The moment I did, you went into creepy voice again, so I immediately muted you back.
I'm sorry.
No, keep doing it. Like, this is great roleplay. I was listening to everything Pod said, but like, dude, the moment that voice came out, I like, fuck that shit. I live alone, man. I need to go to bed properly tonight. I ain't going to bed with nightmares.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, Lordy, Amelie is waking up in a cold sweat, wiping the sweat off her brow as she's holding her head in her hangover. First thing she can think of is just having a warm glass of something and trying to relax.
I love this horror element. It's so fun.
What an evil fuck you are. I'm not even the one that has to deal with all of it, and I'm fucking horrified. I don't know how you just straight up talk shit to these people, Pod. I would be scared shitless.
Amelie's a ballsy little fuck.
She is a bossy little fuck.
Yeah, I should have been having you roll wisdom saving throws. I'll do that from now on.
Okie dokie.
Actually, no. It actually makes sense for you to not have to do that yet. So yeah. Then we'll do that, and then we'll go to our last dreamer of the night.
Fin time, fin time,
Yeah,
fin
fin
time.
time.
By the way, I finally have art for the Dream Realms!
Let's
Oh,
go.
it's pretty. It's so
Welcome to
Hey,
Shadow
wait.
Keep.
It's very
Go.
much giving me Bloodborne.
It's supposed
Actually, it looks almost exactly like Lothric Castle from Dark Souls 3.
to. This is a picture from Castlevania.
Okay. Quite an aesthetic, and it seems to be here to stay. But anyway, I keep interrupting. Fin time.
And you wake up at a long table in the middle of a dark hall. You are surrounded by riches of every place. You know where you are. Still you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
What do you do?
I like look around. Am I still like groggy and everything?
Groggy? I'll say a little bit, yeah.
I've had a hell of a night, Chief. If we got something to do, please just get it over with.
Come on. As you see Serena standing over there, standing over on the side. Not the only one who's ever had a bad.
That's fair, but I'm the one dealing with it right now.
Yeah. This may not get you. I get a little bit of where you're coming from. I guess. Come from from a place where you had to run away from home. You did something bad that made you feel like you were beyond redemption. Where you went to happened to be the most sleazy, scum-filled cesspool you could find, and eventually you got kicked out of that too. You never feel like you're worthy of any sort of praise or any sort of reward. You always feel like you're not good enough for anything that people say about you.
That easy to read, huh?
Oh no, I was describing myself.
Oh, nice to know the Chief has a type.
Bad. I used to be like that. And after I helped put Nirvash down, I went back and I killed every single person who made my home. Personally did it. I got in a hell of a lot of trouble for it. If I wasn't a Primarch, I probably would have been executed.
Ah!
Yeah, that one
You
wasn't
were a
fun.
queen? I thought you said you retired to a small house with like you and your family or something.
I did do that for about a year. Four people tried to name them. I had fallen for king of a small region. He's
What region was that?
down here. She pulls out a map, and she basically points out an area, right around like north of like Girdishell, but like to the west of Akare. You know where it's like farmland, riverlands, and like just on the edge of like the savannah and desert of Navia. Wasn't big. Never the conquest kind of time. Never tried to conquer us. And I basically did get to live that life. Bitch, though. Everyone knew who. One did. The more we went on, married in the. Always gonna. I'm not great with talking. I'm pretty blunt. The point. It also took me about 20 years to get that past the point. Basically, what I'm in a roundabout way of trying to say, if you ever need to talk, if you ever need to vent, why don't you hit up the thief who became a.
I'm just tired.
Imagine how much more tired it could have been. Less how tiring it could have been. At least your crew gets along. At times I had to break up fights in the Primarchs. You can imagine it, a lot of the champions of the gods were very reflective of their own god. In particular, Bible and Ruinoff were a particular pain in the asses.
He said the name again. Ah!
I mean, honestly, I think I take conflict over what we've got going on currently.
Imagine. Let me think of a good example of a good comparison here. Take your world's greatest swordsman, and then take the biggest, strongest, meanest, nastiest kobold with a mouth on him, and a god complex, and then take that greatest swordsman, make him a noble, say a noble stick in the mud. There you go. Put those two in the same room. And then tell the one with a god complex that he's not the leader.
Oof.
Sounds interesting.
For a fun bunch. If it was chaos 90%.
Better than the like playing at house we're doing now, pretending we're family and stuff. out of nowhere one day because the son of Bane himself decides it, and then next thing you know, I'm just tired of.
You really want to talk about people deciding their own for you?
I don't know. I don't know what I want anymore. I just want to.
Literally
Tired
I
of.
can get on one knee for me. What was I going to do? Say no instead of in front of and sit in front of gods and everyone?
At least you had the courage to say something. I'm always sitting there, not. I can never find the words, and I just sit here, and I just stick in a corner, and I don't. I just hide, or I run, or I do all these things besides what I'm supposed to do. I can't.
Which is?
There's. It's not my home, but it's a city I used to live in, with people I care about, and they're hurting, and they're. Some of them I'm sure have died, and some of them, more of them are in danger, and I can't do anything. But I'm on this quest, and I don't know why.
Oh,
God.
I just want to go home. You take people like Varys. He deserves to be here. He's the son of Bane himself. He's always up there in the action. He's whether it's talking to people or escalating the situation if it needs to be, or taking people out. He can do that, but I can't. And it just he's probably the closest person I have to a best friend, but I hate him sometimes. I hate seeing what I was supposed to be. At least that's what my father said. My dad said when I grew up, things would make sense. That I would get over this fear I have of people and of these situations, and I'd be decisive and I do all these things. But I'm a grown man now, and I still have these problems. I just I don't want any of these strength or titles or any of these things I'm supposed to be doing. I don't want to be a champion. I don't want to be a hero or any of that stuff. I want to look in the mirror and see something besides a murderer. I want my father to feel something for me besides just hatred. I just want to be normal.
person you see in the mirror never goes. Ten
But
thousand
what's the
years I've been bitch butcher of the Badlands. I see when I look in the mirror. I've learned to live with it. Learned it doesn't matter what the fuck any random sack of shit. Also, the expectations of others shouldn't define who I am. I've done better as a result, but things have turned out a little bit better. But oftentimes we don't get a choice. I say in these words. The thing I did was run. Ran to another fucking continent. So Mask decided that he would say that just for fun because he knew that I could out sneak all the other that he could have sent after me. He decided to snitch on me. I got dragged back by some glowing Orvin, say orange elven dude.
by a what?
It's a variety of elf where like they glow orange.
Those are so weird.
What's the race that Alloy is again?
He's an Eladrin.
Ladrin.
I don't know what that is, but it just sounds like a fancy word for elf.
Feel better now that you've let it out a little bit?
I don't know if it's the hangover or the nausea or the crushing feeling of self
You're not feeling
hatred.
hangover in the dream, by the way.
Okay, it's probably just the crushing sense of self hatred, but no, I don't really feel that much better.
Depression's a bitch.
Yeah, ain't that the truth?
Well, unfortunately, so is Mask. Am I? So are you. Only difference is what kind of bitch we are. We have to choose whether or not we're going to take these things and take what I'll say this shit hand the world is giving us, whether we're going to slip into our sleeve and fill our hands with aces. We're just going to fold. Take it lying down.
Well, I know I can't take it lying down. I've got a city to save.
Very good.
Thanks for the talk. Can I go now, please?
Yeah, just the more you hold on to the past, the more it's going to weigh you down. To the future. Because you failed one job doesn't mean that you can't make the next one a success. Really poetic for him. As she pulls out a short sword, and next time, you get to see who's better with this. As she throws it against the wall.
Don't get your hopes up. I have a pretty bad record when it comes to like hitting targets.
Also, then the short sword has come back to her hand as she's. By the way, coffee for the hangover. Not Queen of the Elves, by the way.
Said Yelair.
No. Not between Nair and Renadavia. Basically, saying that, like, this area, like, in here, like, right around, like, here.
Okay.
All
I want to say is, Phil, you had me crying on the inside, Phil.
I'm balling. Are you fucking kidding?
What is up?
Phil, I hate this. He said he's back to his corner. He's ignoring us. Bro, I hate this so much.
Everybody wakes up. What would you like to do for the day? You have another day in a care?
Well, I talked to Melina, got that out of the way.
Find out your potential suitor's gay.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna let everybody else talk first.
Mars was just gonna go talk to Argus real quick, so. Am I at Argus's office?
Yeah, we'll say that you got to Argus's office pretty quickly, and then
I just knock on the door.
what can I help you with, Harris?
I take out the 2 letters I wrote, put them down on his table. If you don't mind, this one's for Misha, this one's for Mom. Send the one out to Mom with your letter that I hope you wrote last night. You still haven't written it, have you?
Oh no, I did. It's just unlike you. I actually already took it to the person who actually sent the letters.
Yeah, I'll go send mine too. Could you get Misha's letter on her front desk? I have one quick question. Did you mention anything about me going to the Tyon Sultanate? Yes.
I like having my skin attached to my body, so no.
Good, because I told her I'm going to Sprintfall. We're on the same page here. I said that it would be a safe trip, so we should be good. I made sure we're covered.
Appreciate it.
Yes. I would like my skin on my flesh too, so made sure that's covered.
She's pretty, but she's scarier when she wants to be.
I know that. She's very scary. And then I tossed the second letter. I'm like, could you get this on Misha's desk, please?
Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, I was saying, give them both to Sia. Sia can get them there.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And then I just walk out.
You know,
Yeah,
don't
and they just
mind,
go-
I gotta prep some stuff for your you guys arriving. By the way, you may want to stay up a little bit later tonight. And crap. I was saying wake up a little bit earlier tomorrow morning.
Stay up later tonight and wake up earlier. Why would I?
No, stay up later tonight, wake up later tomorrow morning.
Okay. Should I let the others know too?
Yeah, it would help. You know, a 12-hour time difference is gonna suck.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, yeah, I didn't realize. Think about that.
Yeah, you forget Springfall's on the other side of the world. There's kind of a time change.
Yeah, I haven't really traveled that far before. Tech, well, yeah. Okay, I'll mention that
That's
to
the
the
thing.
others.
Galra and y'all are in the same time zone.
I think the
Next to Little
furthest.
Eye, it's a little bit behind. It's only like 4 hours, 5 hours for Jolandis.
Yeah, the furthest I've been is Jolandis. So, right. Thank you for the info. I'll
Be sure still
Not
in the
my-
southern hemisphere. It'll manage to be southern. It'll still be summer by the time you get there. I'd hate to send you to a place where.
Yeah, you know what? I like the warmth. I'm glad that we're going somewhere warm.
I could always be sending you to Yalair or to Karatis.
Do you like torturing us?
No, that's why I said I could, but I didn't.
I'm gonna take your word for that. I give him an order and I walk out, and I'm just gonna give the letters to Sia.
All right, you do that. All right, who's up next? Ben, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go find a thing of coffee and just drink it all.
All right. Yeah, Finian is just gonna be sitting in the main area of the guild hall.
I'm just having my breakfast.
Say what about breakfast?
I said I'm just having my breakfast right now, drinking a bunch of coffee.
Go, Amelie, what you up to?
Well, I think I'm gonna save that conversation with Simeon for after I get back from Sprintfall. I think for now, I just want to make sure that we're decently stocked up on any kind of items that we might need when we go to the Tyan Sultanate. It sounds pretty dangerous, so we might want to have some extra equipment.
Couldn't hurt.
Oh, Lordy. Probably gonna head to Margaret's shop since I think she's really the only storekeep here who sells anything magical.
She's definitely the biggest magic shop, and you basically, if Margaret doesn't have it, the others won't have it either.
Okay, yeah, so yeah.
All right. Then we'll get back to you in just a second. Jisaku, what you up to?
I'm gonna go to the training hall and hone my technique as much as I can.
While you're there, this is gonna be fun. You hear someone screaming at various people who are training around. You call that a swing? Put your back into it and use your legs to pivot, not your spine, you idiot! As he gets up you, Imperial! Show me your swing! As you see Mord walk up to you.
All right. I'll
Make your
I'll
attack
swing
roll.
then.
11.
I'm all lucky that.
That is a good choice.
Oh,
Oh my god!
Hello.
The universe wanted this. That would be good if you were trying to get yourself killed. As then he takes like this big ass I'm trying to remember what weapon. Word.
Jose, how have you done this, Jose?
I don't know.
What are the chances of 2 11s? You rolled 2 2s.
It is really funny. Like you're wow. Okay, so he's got a great axe. So let's see what he rolls.
All right. I
Okay,
return.
yeah, he got a 22. He takes it and just cleanly say with one swing, like brings it over and just knocks the dummy like clean over. When you make those two-handed strikes, you have to plant your feet, use your head. Use all the power in your hips and legs, and then use that to turn. You're using too much of your arm strength to do it. You have to turn your body to give yourself that real momentum. Try it again.
Just yelling.
All right, this time you do it, Jose, and you do it. You have your feet like fully planted. To do that, and as you do that strike, you come over and you're using like your hips as a pivot. As a result, like you embed your blade like firmly into the training dummy. It doesn't get like smashed over. It's like, there you go. That's how you do it. You, Jax. That's how you swing a fucking sword. Good shit, kid. And he walks over to the next person. All right. So, yeah, we'll say that Jose is training now. Amelie, what you up to? You said you're gonna go shopping the Mystic Maple. Are you taking anybody with you?
That's up to anyone else. Although I was planning, Amelie was planning on grabbing a couple of things for Finn. So she might want to, give him a little nudge on the elbow, see how he's doing, see if he wants to go outside at all.
Yeah, I'll head out with you.
All right, let's head over. All right.
And Yagu is also going to go with you.
Okay. All right, so Finn, Yagu, and myself. Sorry.
Also, Jay says hi, everyone.
Hello, Jay. We said hi back.
Hey.
Hey.
Tell Jay I said hi, but cooler than Hedge.
Well, why do you gotta be mean to me, dude?
I'm not being mean, dude.
I said hi, but more affectionate than Hedge.
Bro. First, my character gets blasted. Now I get blasted.
Look, it's not my fault you changed, bro.
I hate you so much.
And I have typed that up to him.
Oh.
Let's go.
Oh god, now you guys get to see me suffer in pain.
Yes.
You go.
Yes, they do. I just need to add a magic item to our collection.
Huh.
Oh, I've got to actually homebrew it. Okay, that'll be annoying. Yeah. Okay, y'all three go. Here we go. 8.
Yep, here we go. I am
Hey.
interested. I am interested in buying a scroll of conjure animals as well as a scroll of greater invisibility. According to the shop, that's gonna drain my bank account, but
A scroll of conjure animals.
yes.
Alright, hey, welcome to the Mystic Maple, eh? What can I get for
how
you
are we
all?
doing, you? How are we doing, you sugar addicted freak? I'm
Oh, it's
getting.
it's
I'm
not
getting a
sugar.
couple.
It's coffee and maple syrup. Hey?
And that's why we love you. Just a couple
The
of
world runs
scrolls
of
for
maple
me.
syrup, don't you know?
While she does that, I'm gonna hold out my cup of coffee.
Hey, a fellow coffee appreciator, eh?
No, can I get some syrup, please?
Oh, absolutely.
I hope
Never
you know,
heard of
Phil.
this.
I'm gonna fucking kill Finn.
I drink it and I just think to myself, this tastes horrible, but I keep drinking and smiling.
I'm gonna kill Finn. I'm
I'm not gonna have you roll a deception check because you're doing this to spite hedge, but I love it. So yeah. So what can I look for you, eh?
I need a scroll of conjure animals and a scroll of greater invisibility. How much is that gonna run me, Chief?
Let's see. Let me see. Scroll of greater invisibility, that'll run you about 650.
Ooh, okay.
Scroll of conjure animals, that'll run you about 4. If you want to lump them together, I take 1,000 for them. Okay, but
All right.
can't you ask both of those already?
It's not for me.
All right then.
Wait, are you getting those for me? Because I can't cast either of those spells.
Well, they're scrolls.
Oh, I
They'll
guess I
be
could
fine.
cast the conjure one, but I can't cast the greater one.
What's stopping you? Like
I don't.
player to player. I don't know.
I only have second level spell slots.
Oh shoot. Well, then you wouldn't be able to use third level spells either,
Oh,
would
that's a
you?
third level? Okay, yeah, I can't cast
Yeah,
either of those
conjure
spells.
animals is third level. Okay. Shoot. Well,
Yeah, I figured
um,
that given who I know is in your party, that it must have been one of these two, pointing at Yagu and Finn. And I'm guessing that he already knows one of those. But also yeah. Honestly, there's easier ways to do it. Um,
in which case, a couple of scrolls to detect evil and good probably couldn't hurt. Like, you never know when we could run into some fiends or undead or anything like that.
how many are you looking for, eh?
Probably just maybe about like one for everyone in the party, so 5.
Oh, Varus can't cast spells.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting.
Let me also give you the other one so you can look at the other thing with it that is also like the stock. Here's the second
Okay.
thing of stock that she has.
All right, yeah, because I am having difficulty finding something. I want to get something for my party, but
Oh shit, this is standard leather
Amelie,
armor.
Amelie, you don't always have to do that. You know, you can save up and get things to yourself, eh?
yes, I am aware of this, but it never hurts to be prepared. Also, Melf's minute meat ears is looking very attractive.
I want the boots speed. Oh. Oh.
Oh wait, hold up! I forgot to remove the boots of speed.
No, you piece of shit!
I'm not giving you that opportunity, my guy.
Ah, oh.
We can't even afford it right now.
All right,
no.
refresh your page.
You know I can't. It's still there.
Refresh it now.
It's gone for me.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Bro, it would have been amazing.
Thank you. I forgot to. Thank you for mentioning that because I completely forgot about it.
Ooh, Finn, can you cast Mirror Image?
Yeah, I know that spell, but I will take this. Do you have a scroll of hold person?
Scroll of hold person? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that.
All right, we got one scroll of hold person.
Yeah, I'll hand her
I'll
over the
take-
wolf.
Yeah.
She's gonna wait like that way. Y'all can do a lump sum. She
I
likes you
will
guys,
have a
so she's
scroll.
wanting. She's giving, and given the fact that y'all usually buy in bulk.
Melf's Minute Meteors, just one scroll, and that'll be it for me.
That's my new meteors. Yeah, scroll down. Yeah, I'll do passes
That's gonna
over a
be it?
small knife. Oh, this is something new I got in. Wanted to test it out, but you like what this does. I'll throw it in. Let's see. So it's just the two scrolls right now, right?
Just the two scrolls.
All right. I'm surprised that so just depending on it, I got other things around here. Also, Finn. I noticed you're not wearing any armor. So I take it you're also out of the running for that studded leather. As she points up, and again, there's a +3 studded leather that is still sending up.
I was gonna ask. I'm pretty sure Melina is gonna pick that up before me.
Yeah,
How long does it take to make one of those?
a little bit. Why?
Could I put in a commission and just like keep paying down payments on it? Then when I'm done, you can finish it up or something.
Ooh, that's smart.
For something that expensive, I'd need half up front. Be about 12,000 gold.
Of course. All right. I'll come back to you if I ever have that much.
Sorry, Finn. That's like sorry, Finn. I was reading your name on the fucking. Sorry, Finn. That's just. I said that's just for the materials and the time it takes.
Yeah, I figured it's gonna be expensive, but it's fine. It'll be worth it in the end.
Ah, that's not even talking about the people I had message me about that staff. Finally found a buyer. Finally found a buyer for it, eh? And she even upcharge. I say upsell him a little bit. Actually,
All right.
Amelie,
Yes.
when's the next time you're visiting home?
In the morning. Why?
Oh shit. Okay. Do you mind doing a delivery for me?
Absolutely. What's the pay?
Tell you what. You do this that way I don't have to pay overseas shipping and handling and protection for this. And I'll give you I'll take it half off on your scrolls.
Okay. I can do that.
So 325 for the two scrolls. And you take this, don't open the package, and you make sure what's inside only gets to the desired person.
Of course. And that desired person is?
Antilius Trevathor.
Okay.
So I pay 163, you pay 162, and we call it even on these scrolls.
Oh, I had already taken out 325 from my gold.
Oh no, put 163, 162 of that back.
Okay.
If I have.
All right. That helps out actually.
Yeah, because I know you spend the most. I can pay for all of it if you want, because I know you spend more than the rest of us.
Dude, I can pay for my own things. I was getting all this originally for you anyway. Okay, so let me add a scroll of
I would also
Mel's
like you to
minute
add
meteors.
a staff of power.
Okay.
She's giving Andelius the staff of power.
He bought it.
You're gonna give that up? Oh no, dude.
It's the staff of power. Oh, it's that staff of power.
Also-
I could never hold on to this.
Well, you
Yeah,
could
but-
because you don't want to know what happens if you try to take it.
Bro, steal it, bro, steal it.
Are you really gonna take it from the fucking world? This world's equivalent to M from James Bond.
Yeah, probably. I probably would. I'm not gonna lie. Is this staff of power, dude? Okay, actually no, because it's not a staff of the
Really fucking
Archmage. Never
tempting,
mind.
I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, steal it, bro, steal it. Do it.
I'm tempted.
So she hands you this container. Say it looks like a giant scroll case, but you can see that there are various runes on this and like various magical locks and stuff. And there is a piece of paper on it that says to Andilius Trevathor.
Uh-huh.
Appreciate it on the travel, Amari. And also, by the way,
yeah,
be sure not to open it. By the way, here in character, none of y'all have any knowledge of what this is.
Of course.
Okay, that is the safest way to keep it safe. Good.
Uh-huh. But also make sure nobody opens it. If anyone other than Andilius opens it, they're in for a nasty surprise.
Figured there's some kind of, yeah, you know. You're, blah. Yes, it will be safe. All right. Wow. Okay. So came out with a scroll and a job to do. Nice.
I saved her a lot of
Right,
money.
With that, I am concluding my business in Margit's shop.
Hey,
Unless Finn and Yago have anything to do
Thank
here.
you for shopping
I
and
am...
coming to the Mystic Maple, eh?
Hey, Amelie, we're heading to your hometown, right?
Yeah.
Do we? Is there like? Am I good like this? Or are they gonna like ask questions and stuff?
Oh no, you're absolutely fine. Although I was wanting to talk to you about something, potentially maybe some kind of job, we could call it, that we could work out between us.
Okay, but do I need to like blend in or something, or am I good like this? Or because I have, we're in a shop. If we need to pick up anything, I can just pick it up now.
Oh, you blend in just fine as far as Sevlin is concerned.
No, he doesn't.
That suit from Golrin really does you wonders. It certainly helps.
All right, I'll take your word for it then.
Still human.
He's fine. I'll make sure he's fine. Amelie will make sure that he's fine, whether he's human or not.
Enough? Okay. All right.
But yeah.
What else? Josaku and Varys, what are y'all doing?
We don't have a role player because I don't want to take too much time. But Varus probably takes his ship out for the first time.
Dip out? Okay. Do you going out to the lake or to the
I think the lake, because didn't Josaku want to go fishing on it too?
Yes.
Yeah, so I take Josaku and the two of us take the
Alright.
ship out to the lake.
Also, yeah, Phil
You
and Pod, be sure to add those scrolls to your inventory.
already taken care of.
Cool. Right. And then the rest of you say with Hedge and say and Jose, they'll get to go. They'll get to say, you're on a boat, motherfucker, on a boat.
And I think once around the boat, I think while Josaku's fishing, what Varus does is, because he doesn't know that Josaku can read or write Elven either, he just pulls out one of his trashy novels and just starts reading it. When we get to a chill spot on the lake.
And you read Elven.
Yes.
I'm
Because I
still
don't
trying to
know
remember
that.
where that came from.
Wasn't it one of the languages he just picked up? Like, you can.
Yeah.
Didn't he get one from like leveling up as a samurai or something?
Did he?
And like as a human, you know two languages as well, right?
Oh, he picked it as to his variant human. He picked Common and Elvish as his variant human and Leonin as his far traveler. Okay, yeah. Then yeah. By the way, Hedge, which two did you say? Do you remember their names?
Yes, give me 1 second. I will go to my inventory sheet. Just checking this thing list. Inventory.
By the way, in your
backpack.
inventory, you spelled sapphire wrong.
I did, apparently. It's not in my backpack. Is it?
Two piece.
Oh, wait. Why is it? Oh, it
Oh
was
yeah.
Midnight Dancer and Duck Hills.
So
He's
you-
reading Midnight Dancer.
A Midnight Dancer. Okay, so what you see on this is, you know, at the grocery store when you go, you see like those trashy novels that's got like, you know, a muscular dude and a pretty woman just like grown up together. Both of them are like naked from the waist up, but it doesn't actually show anything. It just shows them like that. You see that on the cover, but it's a pair of drow.
I've got a couple of those. It's pretty fucking steamy.
Is
mean-
that?
Is that what, Chisako?
Never mind.
Jisaku, what does this say? And I point to like the title.
By the way,
Jisaku.
Josaka, you know it says Midnight Dancer.
And is he saying nothing?
Midnight
Okay.
Dancer.
You can. And then Bar switches to Elvin. You know Elvin?
Yeah.
Whoa. Why did I know this?
Never asked.
I've been speaking out like all of the last 2 weeks. Have you like heard everything I've said?
Yes.
Fuck. Okay. This is a secret between the two of us. Got it?
Secret safe with me.
And no judging. I like my trashy novels, okay?
I'm in no place to.
Keeping an eye on you, Jisaku. I
Let's
say
say
as I go back to
dexterity
read the book.
check at advantage.
Who, me or Jisaku?
Josaku. All right. Yeah, and you end up at this moment feeling a tug on your fishing pole.
Oh, reel it in.
Reel it in, you reel it in, you reel it in, and you get a pretty decent sized salmon.
Amelie could
You're
fish it
freshwater
as
salmon,
well.
right? I think so. Whatever. Actually, no, I'll make it a catfish. Decent sized catfish.
I'm sure
That's
Amelie
a
could
good
cook as
fucking-
well.
That's gonna make for good fucking dinner tonight.
Yeah, you could guess that this would have two pretty good fillets. With it, you pull out your wazakashi. You know, give it like the quick thing. That way, you know, it doesn't suffocate. You give it a quick like, you know, one. I'll say one in that spot where like it instantly kills the fish. And yeah, y'all bring it back. There you go.
We have fishing ship now. Let's go.
What'd you say?
Said we have fishing ship now.
Yes. You're on a boat, motherfuckers.
Represent Amelie the catfish.
Saku holds out your catfish.
Ooh, that's gonna make for good grub tonight. Lordy, I think I could use some time in the kitchen too, away from all this.
Well, dearie, if you'd like to help me out, as you see Sari walking by carrying a tray or something, if you would like to help me out, I'd love an extra pair of hands in there. We're a little bit short staffed right now. One of our cooks called in sick.
Gladly.
Right. Well, follow me. And if you want,
Mhm.
I'll say for that, I will say, and for helping out, I'll let you cook that for you and your friends. You can pick
All right,
whatever garnishes
nice.
and spices from the cabinets.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, this little halfling woman leads you into the kitchens, and then yep, you cook it. Give me a wisdom check, Amelie.
Check. Yes. That is a 21.
Ooh. I don't think you failed a single cooking check, Pod. Like, I think every cooking check you've done, you've blown it. It's been either like 18, 19, or above 20.
Like, it's canon. Amelie can fucking cook. It's fucking canon. I said it's canon. The dice say it's canon. You can't disagree with the dice.
You can't disagree with the dice.
True.
So yeah, fuck yeah, I skinned
But
this
yeah,
bad
you
boy
make
down.
it
and
great.
Slicing it up. Fuck yeah, catfish steak for everybody.
I do something while dinner's being cooked, Hyper?
Say what?
Can I do something quickly before dinner's being cooked? Or
Yeah, what are you
because
doing?
does the does the Riverwatch have a gym?
Yeah, there's the training yard.
Like no, like an actual gym, like
Yeah,
weights and shit, like-
there's weights and stuff out of the
Okay.
training yard.
because he probably goes and like works out like that because he realizes he hasn't worked out in ages.
You haven't. I say you notice you're a little bit leaner on muscle mass, but there's a little bit more definition just because of like all the running around and all the stuff
Yeah.
you've been doing. It's less bodybuilder muscle and more like practical muscle.
Yeah.
You do see that there is one person who you expected to see out there lifting weights. He's not Mord.
Oh, it's Argus.
Yes, it is Argus.
Fine, I'll go work out before dinner because he hasn't lifted weights in a while and he kind of misses it.
Ah, as you see, Argus is benching 600.
Okay, then.
Okay, dude.
Okay.
I say, it's like, oh, I'll say, oh, hey, Varys, you mind spot me for a second?
Yeah, I got you.
Ugh. Whew. Okay, thanks. That was my last rep. Ah,
Thinking about getting some reps in before dinner tonight.
fair enough.
I haven't been to the gym in fucking ages.
Good call. I you look a little bit smaller than when you came in, but you look a little bit more toned. It's more one of those
I've
things
been-
where if an adventurer particularly relies on their strength forgets to actually get in the protein and the in the workout, they tend to have that happen.
Yeah, I've been running around a lot more. I've been doing way more cardio than lifting weights the past few weeks, well, months actually. So yeah, and he just starts doing a bit of like probably does chest day, get some bench press in,
There you go.
the usual stuff.
Well, yours I just got done with upper half day.
Fuck yeah.
God, he's such a short 600 pounds, dude. Fucking this guy, dude.
I actually knew a guy in college that could bench that. He was on the football team as an offensive lineman.
Okay, if you're on the football team, you can do that.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
especially because it was the University of Alabama football team.
Oh man, I like the one thing I hate, but I understand why all the football teams, even the ones over here, have like the bougie lifting shit where like they don't use actual weights, they use they use air pressure and everything and all the computerized stuff. I want to use them so badly, but I hate that you don't get access to it.
Yep.
And it's only for like the football players.
Yep. And then yeah, you go and lift up. Roll me 3 strength checks.
He's gonna Virus always gets angry when he's at the gym, so I'm gonna see he's
Go
raging
for
for
it.
it. And I'll mark off for rage.
There's only
for
like
him.
one other dude in there at this point because it's right before dinner.
Yeah, and I will give me 1 second. I'm doing a long rest quickly. Take long rest.
But also, that's the thing. Is like when Argus isn't training with the blade or doing his job as a leader, he's working out.
Strength check, right? Or athletics?
Give me 3 athletics checks.
Okay, that's first one is a 19
On the die or total?
total.
Total, okay.
Second one is 27.
27, okay.
Third is 26.
26. You crushed this fucking workout. Like, you crushed it so bad, you basically went at this, like, charging at it like a fucking rampaging animal, and you just fucking crushed it. Like, you were squatting, like, up, right at, like, your max, and you started to go a little bit above it, and you managed to actually squat above your max. You didn't quite do as much to Argus on the bench press, but, you still did, you were still doing a great amount. You were basically killing your usual stuff. You felt like you were just running a little bit stronger than you. But you also felt like it was gassing you a lot less. You felt like these past few months have done really good for your cardio.
Maybe all that running's been a good thing. He just mumbled to himself. Before he
I lift things up and put them down.
Like,
We are
he's pretty
here
happy
to
with
pump you up.
it.
I As
Yeah.
two German Norks. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. He's
Hans and
he's pretty-
Franz, you to bump
Hans-
you up.
Yeah, he's pretty happy with the workouts. Just goes, has a shower, and gets ready for dinner. Yeah, poop you.
All right, yeah. You go and get ready, and yeah, y'all have a nice dinner. Amelie specifically cooked y'all a nice catfish dish as a side entree. Yeah, everybody has a good time. Varys, do you tell your party about the going to bed late?
Yes,
and
I do tell them about.
I was saying waking up late kind of thing.
I do tell them that, and I assume Amelie already knows about it because she's someone. But I do tell them.
Yeah, you know it's there's about a 10-hour time difference between here and Thorn.
Yeah, so yeah, I tell Amelie all about it.
It took
I
a
tell
little
everyone
bit
all about it.
the time shift here, but
Yeah.
in fact, it probably should have been up to me to tell everybody this.
Hey,
but,
once you... Sorry, go ahead, what?
No, you're good. I'm done. I'm done saying what I was gonna say.
I was just gonna say once.
Exact. I can easily do this. One moment.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say once you get to Seville and Amelie, you're gonna have to show us around. It's your city.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's gonna be one of the first things we do.
What's it like over there? Is there anything we need to know about it? Any customs? Any things we should avoid doing?
Well, I can tell you first of all, most people don't take too kindly to setting their property or their children on fire.
How do they feel about people that can't use any magic?
Not particularly kindly. You're probably going to be the subject of some harsh words, but I'll make sure that doesn't happen.
Well,
by the way, they don't use the untalented thing for foreigners.
I was gonna say, yeah, Finn?
When I whistle, lift your hands up, okay?
Okay.
So that's a +9, and that's -5. So there is a 8-hour time difference.
Oh shit, that's perfect.
Why is that perfect?
It's enough time to copy 2 spells in my spellbook.
There is a 5-hour time difference between Jalandis and I would say, for example, between Mick Torlat and Jalandis and Akare.
This all reminds me. Finn, I kind of need you to do me a favor.
I assume it involves stealing something.
Well, I mean, that's up to you. But if you are, my parents can't know that you're in Sevlin, basically. If you are planning on robbing them blind, which I absolutely am not saying you should, but I'm not discouraging it either, they cannot know that you are in Sevlin. I will need you to sneak around as much as you can if possible. Especially put a fake name on the entry for ships. They'll be looking into that kind of thing, like who was on this ship, when they boarded, when they got off.
Do you need me to steal something? Because this sounds like a lot of work.
Oh no, this just sounded like something that you would want to do. This is Sevlin we're talking about, and my parents. They're some of the wealthiest people on this planet. I figured you'd be happier than a kid in a candy store.
They're definitely on like that Forbes 100 richest people. They're definitely on it.
Yeah.
You've definitely seen some sort of like news article of like Thomas Rotier and his conquest of the wine industry kind of thing.
I had no intentions of stealing from your family, actually. But what was the favor you wanted?
I was just saying that if you were going to, be pilfering anything, to keep it on the to keep your identity on the down low, and make sure that my parents don't recognize that you know. leave no evidence behind. Make sure that they can't track it back to you if you take anything. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, I was considering paying you handsomely for anything that you managed to nab while we were over there. Paying you extra for your considered secrecy.
You don't need to pay me for anything, Amelie. If I find something neat, I'll try to pick it up or something. I don't know.
You're an angel, Finn. We love you.
Uh huh.
Okay, that's my piece concluded. Thank you for listening, Finn.
That's what I'm here for.
All right, gang. Well, I'll say everybody. Does anybody have anything that they want to do for the nighttime? Because y'all, basically, Argus said try to go to bed after midnight or something.
I'm-
Yeah.
Because y'all will
I
be
need-
leaving at about 11 p.m. A care time the next day.
I'm gonna copy the whole person and
11
scroll
p.m.
the
or
replies.
11 p.m. or 11 a.m.
PM.
Okay. No, Barish just stays up reading his book.
It's an 8-hour time difference, so he's figuring that it'll be much better to send y'all in the morning than it will be sending y'all at night.
Yeah, he just stays up reading his book.
Oh, okay. You said you want to copy whole person? Okay, then take the materials out of your inventory.
I'm copying whole person and Earthbind.
And Earthbind. Okay, yeah, go for it. And just go ahead and take those materials out of your inventory. I'll say that you had everything for it to it when you went to Margot's. All right. On that note, Josaku, anything you want to do?
Nope.
Okay.
Right to bed.
All right. And then Amelie, what are you doing?
I was looking up to see how long it would take to write down a scroll because I was thinking of getting a cantrip scroll written down real quick. But that might take too long.
I don't think it takes that long, actually.
Well, if I can get that done within the night, I'd like to jot down a quick scroll of shit. Fuck, I can't
I will
remember.
say,
why can't I
especially given
remember?
the time that you have between today and tomorrow, you will definitely have the 12 hours necessitated to write down a cantrip.
Okay, so yeah, a scroll of create bonfire.
All right. Roll me a. Actually, no. Remove 15 gold from your inventory.
Uh-huh.
I'm ruling that it is fucking stupid that a cantrip scroll takes the same amount of time as a first level scroll. So instead of a full 24 hours, I'm having it be 12.
Okay.
Oh, speaking.
Say what?
I have to make Arcana checks to copy the spells into my spell book,
Right.
but I passed both, so we're good.
All on point with the rolls. The only person who sucked was Josaku with those 11s and Amelie facing down a nightmare demon.
The lore rolls.
Yeah. So then yeah. You'll do that, and then we'll say that Argus lets y'all sleep until about 1 p.m., give or take. The point where y'all notice that y'all's rooms actually had like something cast on the windows to make sure light didn't flow through. Y'all get up then. Y'all eat lunch for breakfast. Is there anything you would like to do? Y'all have about 8 or so hours to do that. Amelie, I will say for the majority of that, you were occupied finishing up that spell scroll.
Yep. I didn't really need to do anything else. Like I said, I was saving my conversation with Simeon for after we come back home.
Is Melina around?
Yeah, she's around.
I'm gonna go look for her.
And you find her kind of wandering the guild like she usually is. This time I'll say that she's in. This time I will say that she's in the gym.
Hey, I don't mean to bother you and stuff, and I know you're not really much of a teacher, but before I leave, you think you could like spend a few hours to show me a few things?
Yeah. As you see her like get up to the top of the pull-up bar, and then like just hold there from the one thing by the prosthetic arm. It's like, what do you want to know?
I was hoping for some just like combat training.
Okay. Let's make it interesting. As she walks over to like a designated like wrestling area. Pull the thing out.
Oh, you mean the dagger?
Yep.
Right, called Drake Siphon to me.
Oh yeah, it's been with Simeon this whole time, hasn't it?
Yeah. Poor guy.
I forgot about that.
I told him he has a time limit.
Right.
I'm just imagining, like, you know, with like the monocles on, just like doing
And then it's
all
just
this drama.
gone.
Just gone.
Shit! No! Shit! Damn you, Argus Bane!
No, no, no!
Right? And you see, it's like, okay. You know how to disarm people with that thing?
No.
Alright. In that case, let's see. She gets a training wooden dagger. Alright. I'm gonna come at you. Try to disarm me. And she's gonna make an attack roll at you. You don't have uncanny dodge yet, do you?
I don't have uncanny dodge, and I don't have any armor on, so my armor class is 14.
You have evasion.
I don't have evasion either.
Oh yeah, because you took 3 levels into wizard instead of the
Yeah.
5th level into rogue. Well, the good thing for you is that it's not that bad. It is a wooden dagger, so I'll have it do like 1 damage. But it does. But I assume that it hits with a 22.
Yeah, it'll hit. It's even out of shield range.
Yep. You do that, and she lands a blow like cleanly on your arm. Right. Next time I do that, try and see if you can use your dagger to parry mine, and see if you can twist it out of my hand. Right.
All right.
And go. All right. Roll me an attack roll. Okay. Meets it, beats it. So as you do see her like going in again. She's kind of like telegraphing a little bit more, but you manage to like get your blade in time and do it. But as you now, I want you to roll me a dexterity check. It's gonna be to see whether or not you're able to disarm her. 8. Let's. Yeah, no. You try to twist it, but it just doesn't quite come out.
I don't call you the copperhead for nothing.
Well, at this point, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to teach you a lesson rather than actually try to kill you. If I was, I'd be using the other hand.
Do we go again?
Want to
or-
try and block? I'll say and block as she like flexes her wrist and out of the like, I'll say the mechanical arm, and out of that, you know, that serpentine blade that you've seen comes out of it.
You want me to try to block that?
Want to?
Do I have a few seconds to get prepared?
Sure.
Alright, I'll cast Mage Armor on myself and go into Blade Song.
The moment that your blade song finishes, you see Melina basically like dart from side to side, almost like, you know, a snake slithering, and then trying to go at you. I want you to roll me an attack roll. 19. As you go to parry, she manages to like twist it like right around and inward, so it actually barely it just runs right by your shoulder. And she like has her arm like sticking there by your shoulder. Better than the first time. She pulls back. I actually tried on that one. Still actually almost got it.
Yeah, I got a lot to work on.
It took me over 10 years to become, to get where I am, Finn.
Yeah, it took me about the same time to get where I'm at.
All right. How about we make this? I'll say we change this up a little bit. Try to hit me.
Are you sure? Like, I mean,
Hurt me.
with the actual, I mean, all right.
Oh shit. Let's see. What has class features?
Let him take the hit.
Okay. Dex saving throw. What is the dex saving throw on evasion? Oh, I know that's against a spell.
You can do uncanny dodge like half the damage.
Yeah, she's gonna uncanny dodge and do that. You go in and you barely manage to like graze her on. I was like, are you throwing the dagger or are you trying to like actually like stab her with it or slash her?
I'm just trying to stab her with it.
Okay, you're trying to stab her with it. You see as you go in there, what's the kind of like motion that you make?
I just reach out my hand quickly and like try to shove it in.
Okay, so you're just like not trying to like finesse this. You're not trying to like fake out or anything. You're just trying to like go for speed.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the speed at which you do that does catch her off guard, and she does manage to turn in time, but instead it goes across her prosthetic there on the end. Okay, much better at that one. You know, I probably shouldn't be letting you use that in here.
Yes, that's what I was thinking, honestly.
Yeah, fuck it. What's life? I'll say what's fun in life without a little bit of danger. Come on, try again.
Oh, okay, okay.
As you do this time, she does it. You feel her like grab onto your wrist as you do it. Can't do it the same way twice. You have to change it up. And she like basically like pulls your arm back to where like your arm is like this now. She's not like doing it with any force. She's kind of like just holding it there, like kind of like this.
I'm very weak.
Sorry, wasn't trying to hurt you there. Just trying to show you that you have to mix it up. You have to make sure your enemy isn't expecting what you're going to do. You win it with me with the same stab twice in a row. Do some sleight of hand. Do some little movements. I'll say change it up a little with the movements of your wrist, of your arm. The way you pivot your weight, your hips, and your shoulders. We're not slinging around massive great swords, so we have a lot more nimble mechanics in terms of how we can maneuver our blade.
That's good advice.
It's one of the reasons why daggers are the best things to get inside the chinks of armor, rather than greatsword. Very hard to maneuver a greatsword mid-swing. It is very easy.
Spoken from someone with a lot of experience.
When you get back, we can do a little bit more. I'm not the best teacher with this kind of thing, but I can give you some pointers in terms of how to kill people and stop people from killing you.
Yeah, killing people, right? I should probably get back to my crew.
I made that sound a lot more grim than I intended, didn't I?
It's part of the job, right?
Buddy?
Thanks for taking the time to help me out.
No problem. So it helped me get in a workout anyway. Next thing I was about to do was you see her look at look over it. Say she points over and there is a like rope wall, like one of those like rope climbing walls where you have to like do it up with just your arms. I hate doing that. Feels the shit out of my shoulder. You know. And she holds up like the prosthetic arm. It's like with where it is, just because of the pull on. I'll say that it happens on.
Yeah, sounds painful.
Or this just makes it sore. Also, when you're in Sprintfall, have some fun. Learn a little bit of magic. Do magic stuff, right?
Yeah, a little.
Learn a little bit. There's people over there literally eat, breathe, and shit magic. I imagine if the mage cons deuced in, glitter with magical dust or fun. Look stressed as
Nope.
shit.
Yeah, no promises, and then I'll like head out.
Right, yeah, you headed out. Right, and no, so that was perfect timing.
What did I miss?
Why are you cringing?
I always feel so cringe whenever I talk, dude. It's so cringe. I feel so cringe.
No, you're
No,
wrong.
that was good.
I missed it, but it's cool. And if you're cringe, everyone else here is cringe as well.
Yeah,
Pretty
Melina
much.
basically did a thing where
That's
like
what I was gonna say.
basically
Yeah, we're
teaching him
cringe in that
about
space.
like how to change up attacks. Don't just do like the running forward stab. You basically like to like use your wrists, use your hips, use your shoulders, use your arms, because the weapon is light enough that you can.
Wee.
We.
Yep. All right. So anything else anybody wants to do before you'll leave?
I get Varus wants to do this. We don't have to roleplay because I don't want to hold things up. Hyper. Varus probably does. I guess he goes and talks to his grandma when he has one.
Yeah, you can do that. You won't get to spend too long there, just because
No,
it takes
just-
some time to get
He
back.
says hi and bye and just I don't know what he has a grandma now, so I guess he should like talk to her and have a connection.
Yeah, you'll have we'll say you'll have a conversation about like how it was with your mom and whatnot.
He mentions Danis and the whole issue.
That old bastard motherfucker.
Yeah,
They'll
that's
shit on it.
that's everyone's reaction. And yeah, he mentions the Carol Law as well.
Damn. Well, my dad was a ship captain, so I guess that does make a little bit of sense.
I've always wanted to be a sailor since I was a little kid, so
It's seasick.
right. I just came to say hi, Grandma. Oh, fuck, man, this thing's all weird.
I'm not used to it either, but at the same time, we'll get used to it over time.
He's being socially awkward, runs the family.
It depends on who you're around. Your dad eventually got over it. All right.
I'll see you guys in a few weeks.
No. First I pulled up, I gotta put it in the Bane estate. In terms of
The Bane Estate. I swear to God, man.
well, that's what I named it on the maps. If you think you're getting out of here without a hug, I'm gonna kick your ass.
I go and I give her an awkward hug as he's trying to get used to this.
And
thing.
she actually like gives you a hug. It's like, oh, actually give me a hug, motherfucker.
And I give her a proper hug. And
There we
finally,
go.
I'm gonna need your help, Grandma and Dad's help. When I come back. What are the things he does? You know, those weird like moves he does in a fight,
You
like the
want
disarming
to learn
stuff.
them, don't you?
I know what my job is in this group, and it's being the fucking tank and absorbing hits. I haven't done a good job of that, and I want to learn better ways I can do
Oh,
that.
it's a great
job.
thing to do with that. I'll teach you. Who do you think taught him?
I appreciate that.
Right?
Oh.
You'll go back, and as night falls, you're in watch point into it, and you're there. All right, Argus is there. Oh, fuck! All right, y'all fuckers ready?
Ready as I'm gonna be. Lord.
Oh, it's gonna be a crack of dawn where you're going, so enjoy the long day up and try not to fall asleep.
It's gonna
Oh,
be
yeah,
nice
no.
having to not deal.
Deal with
Family,
what?
I don't know, the pressure of having to go back to your home city and dealing with family issues.
True.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna be getting much sleep tonight.
I just pat on me on the back and I'm like, "You're the leader now. Have fun."
Thanks, Varys. I can't help but feel like that's an insult.
Well, the portal is yours, Wickermen and woman, or is it just Wickermen?
It's just the Wickerman. It don't matter. Let's
Okay,
just
there we
get
go.
this over with.
So y'all,
Let's just get this over with.
all right. I'll step through the portal.
I flip Argus off on the way.
As we leave, I just ask Argus, "What's a cracker morning?" And then I walk through the thing.
Crack of dawn.
What's a cracker dawn? And then I walk through the portal.
I'll keep him on a leash.
I know. No,
Argus.
y'all are already all through the portal, all through the
Yeah.
through the portal. But as y'all, but to players, Argus will be like, I like him. All right, gang. As y'all enter through the portal, enter a room, and y'all are in the center of a place that basically looks like a giant library.
Varys probably doesn't care, but the history nerd and Hedge and like the guy that went to the library as a little kid every day is geeking out. Oh,
Y'all wits around, and I would like everybody to roll me perception checks.
Yep,
yeah, dog shit.
that is a 25.
Oh my gosh.
25.
With the bang of perception.
Hey.
Hey!
25 is one of them a natural 20. Okay, yeah. Around, but you hear some footsteps walking around slightly above you. You notice that y'all are actually in what seems to be a library-like room, and then above it's one of those with like the multiple levels. And that there is footsteps above you. Oh, hold up, I gotta figure. I just had this written down, but I lost it. Moment. A friend is someone who fills our lives with beauty, joy, and grace, and makes the whole world we live in a better and happier place. Meet you as a stranger, took you as a friend. I hope our long friendship will never end. Welcome to the archive. I'm Indilius.
Uncle Andy! Oh my gosh!
At the mention of that, I don't remember being your uncle. I'm assuming it's a term, but I do remember you were when I was a kid. And again, yeah, the few times your dad brought you around the capital, I guess you were you did warm to me pretty quickly. Question: do you think it would piss your father off for you to call me Uncle Andy?
Oh yeah, it always does. It always has.
He hops over the railing and he says, "Well, then you can call me Uncle Andy."
Oh my god, out of character, I love this guy.
Lordy. But
Yeah,
yeah.
you guys
Oh my
see
gosh.
a red tiefling that looks like in his mid-40s. A little bit older than Argus, but only slightly. With like runes marked on his horns, long black hair, the beard. Basically looks like your stereotypical like tiefling adventurer, but he's just covered with like tattoos of like various runes and various things of that. Well, for the rest of you, I am Indelius Trevathor. Rune,
Phil
say,
had a sorry.
librarian of the
Phil
Rune
had a
Readers.
sorry.
What?
I thought Phil had a question about the eye, and Dilius's eye situation. Because
Oh, no, I was
in
just
the
leaving
art,
into that.
If you want, you can ask it.
Amelie is gonna keep quiet about that, but
You've
in
heard a
fact,
rumor of why, but you don't know specifically.
yeah, she's not gonna pry.
You're not going to pry about the eye?
Nope.
Well, everyone, welcome to Thorn, the world's greatest city. And I received a message yesterday. Here, Amelie, I believe you have something.
Yeah, a package? I haven't opened it yet, specifically asked not to. I believe it's yours, though, from a Margit, of the Mystic Maple.
Ah, yes.
She said you spent a pretty penny on it.
Yes, I did. Thankfully, our mutual friend doesn't charge absorbent rates like the people over here in, over here in Thorn. Ale! As then you see the locks and the patches start, as they start to unlock. And on the table in front of you, you'll see this package open, and it is a grayish, silverish metal staff. About 4.5 feet long, with like 2 loops on it. As he grabs like, oh, I've been waiting for one of these.
Can I make an Arcana check to see what it is?
Go for it. And you may also.
I think that's okay. That's a 17.
17. 26.
Holy shit!
Amelie, you know what this is because you've seen a couple people have it. Most of the people who have something on this level are on the Arcanum. Finn, you have only heard rumors about this. You probably didn't believe this existed, but this is matching every single story you've ever heard about it to a T. This is a staff of power, one of the most powerful casting focuses that exists.
Wow, that's one of those governor staffs of the fuck. What are they called? I ended up
power.
calling them governors. The people who own them. I was trying.
That's one of
Amelie is
you've seen people from the Arcanum.
yeah. Amelie was trying to imply that only people with really high positions get that kind of staff, and that Andilius must have worked really hard in order to get it.
You also, Amelie, you would know that if Andilius wasn't the librarian, he would be on the Arcanum.
Okay, that checks out.
Yeah, he would be in like the 6th, 7 range.
All right. Okay.
He's nowhere near Raldos' level of power, but he's still one of the most powerful mages in all of Sprintfall. In fact, like he's probably in the top like 50 or 60 in the world.
In which case, Amelie will say, looks like you got yourself a nice staff. Finally getting the recognition you deserve, huh?"
Oh, I was like, it's not to say that I didn't get it before. It's just that, this one has extra bells and whistles to it. There's not just the cover to this book. It's all the pages that lie inside. Right, so Argus has told me your mission. He's filled me in on a little bit of stuff about it, and where you're going. My agent will meet us once we've gone through Sevlin and closer to the border. She's been stationed in Tion for a couple months now, so get to do that. She just finished up a scouting assignment. So I have something set to take us out tomorrow. No point in doing it. Plus, also, I did a little bit of back research on you, on you, Amelie, and I figured out something I think you may enjoy. Come on.
Oh yeah. All right. I motion for my other party members to follow me.
Oh, and by the way, to the rest of you, Varys Rivers, Finn Fairplay, Josaka Ito, Yagu Retsam, it is lovely to meet you.
A pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Nice to meet you as well, Andelius.
I nod my head at him.
He basically is twirling the staff in his hand a little bit, this seems to be a guy who is he very much enjoys his job and what he's doing, kind of thing.
Yeah.
If you guys have ever seen Doctor Who,
Oh hell yeah, let's go.
he definitely gives off similar vibes to the Ninth Doctor.
That's Tennant.
Oh.
Eccleston.
Eccleston, right? Yeah.
The one before Tennant. Where you tell he's a guy who's he's giving off that guy where he's jovial, he's fun, but at the same time he's a guy that you could tell he's seen some shit.
So the most powerful guy would be the 10th Doctor, because this guy's just the mid afterthought.
Wow. No, Eccleston got fucked by the BBC. You shut your mouth.
Hey, David
Oh
Tennant,
god, you don't know what you just said.
dude, David Tennant is the best Doctor, hands down.
I mean, he is. My
Yeah, he's the goat.
my doctor is still Capaldi.
Capaldi's pretty good.
He's okay.
He was my
But
first
we should
doctor,
go-
so he's my doctor.
That's fact. But we should go back to D&D.
Yeah, back to D&D. As y'all led through, and again, y'all walk through this place, and this place is just teeming with magic. Everyone walking through the guild is using some form of magic. You see that there are books floating around everywhere, various forms of art, magical things. There's a little bit of this here and there in terms of when you were at the River Watch, when you were at the Outpost in in Golsham. You've been in places with a lot of magic, but here it's almost as if magic is woven into the very fabric of this city, of this place. As you'll walk outside, as he's leading in, stopping to talk to the occasional person here and there. Lady and gentlemen, welcome to Thorn. As he indicates out like a ringmaster as the doors open.
It's a pretty city.
It is very picturesque. Let me archive a couple of these. That way I can clean up my back end. Because now y'all are out of a care. I can archive all of the Icarian stuff. Stop it! Stop it! This and archive this. All right, and you'll see, and it's just you see various things around where you see some people flying by on some sort of magical craft. You see children playing with wands and various books on the streets around you guys. You guys, again, when I say that magic is woven in the very fabric of this city, it literally is. Welcome to the city of sorcery. Most magical place on Avalon. Literally.
Husband Hannah been enjoying the city?
Why don't you ask her? Do you think we're
I
going?
would love to.
Where do you think you're going?
Ah.
Oh, by the way, the rest of you may want to just make sure that you look presentable. You're about to meet a world leader.
Thank you for the
I cast
heads up.
prestidigitation on everyone to make sure we're all cleaned up.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Oh, so you're not the so Amelie is not the only magic user. Okay.
Yes, and I think I've already made it clear that I don't like it when people cast spells on me without asking me first.
I didn't cast it on you because I don't care about you.
Thank you, Finn. I'm so glad I can count on you.
I didn't say that. That was Phil saying that.
Phil's such a dick. Dude.
Wow, Phil, solid asshole move. But no, yeah, Andilius is doing that. Well, let me get us a ride. As you'll walk over to this like little platform that's got a small rail in front of it. Let me do this. Rui! And then you'll see the runes on his horn start to glow a little bit as the platform you're on starts to fly.
I think at everything that's going on in the city, Varus just has like he can't contain his like amazement and like what the fuck is all this shit?
Yes. So, I've read up on I'll say it, on all of you and where you're from. You ever seen anything like this?
Not really.
Not where I come from.
Who wants to have some fun?
Oh, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
You know what? I want to have
Too
fun.
late!
Let's.
As he basically does a corkscrew on the flying thing. And like he can't, he's the only one that was like, I'll say, he said everybody hold on beforehand. So I need everyone to make me a quick strength saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh,
Actually, strength or dexterity, take your pick.
well, can I
yeah,
change
I'm gonna
mine?
take a dex save.
Dex, okay, so
Not
use
that
the,
it
I'll
made a
say,
difference.
give me whatever the modifiers was for your dex. So that still would have
Okay,
been
so-
that would have been actually a 9 for Amelie. What is your dex save?
Okay.
Finn?
Oh wait, so that's 23 then.
You have a +9 dex save?
No, I rolled a 16 minus 2, so I got a 14. So a 16 plus 7 is 23.
Okay, yeah, 23, 24.
I would be 17.
So everyone holds on except for Amelie, who, when you flip around, you kind of just like land a little bit hard. Say when he like scoops it under, because you were still moving. It's just he did the corkscrew thing to where like you went like from here all the way down and under, so that way he could catch you again. Everybody still on?
Oh, I think I might be sick.
I thought you said that would be
Embarrass
fun.
me too much in front of a world leader.
Oh, don't worry, I won't. By the way, wouldn't even be able to talk to them if it wasn't for me. Come on.
Don't think I've forgotten that.
Come on. I'm doing this as a favor to you, to you, Amelie. In addition,
Oh yeah, no, and I'm having a blast, but
in addition, I know, it's like, I read up on some stuff. Whew. So Ven really lucked out on her next job after you guys. As y'all are like traveling around, he's taking on a little bit of a scenic route to like see the sights around the city and whatnot. Here we go. As y'all fly over, and you'll have found and you'll see a massive building off in the distance.
Oh, dude.
Amelie, you know definitely what this is because you've seen this building. You've never been inside it, but you've seen it. That is the Arcanum.
can I get a brief reminder of what the Arcana does exactly?
The Arcanum is both the name of the
Arcanum.
building and the governing body of Springfall. They are the 10 most powerful mages in Springfall, apart from Andilius. And they are basically the people that make the laws and everything, headed up by the MageCon, who is the most powerful mage at any given.
Amelie would want to point this out to her party members. That's the Arcanum. That's where all the big wigs gather.
And where absolutely nothing gets done, as he's basically like clutched his staff of power in one hand. He's holding by the wheel by the other, but he's done like a back thing, so where he's looking at y'all, but by doing so he's like bending back.
Man, this guy's having fun.
Oh, come on. I have to have some fun.
And I'm here for the ride.
Yep. But don't worry, that's not where we're going. As he does like a full stop of the cart. It actually, where is he there? No. Okay, I know where he is. As you'll then make your way over to another building, not quite as big, but still pretty big. On the other side of town from the archive. As he sits it down nearby, immediately a guard walks up and is like, "Sir, do you have a permit?" He pulls out a necklace, which basically looks as if it is the tip of a feathered quill. You haven't been able to see this below his cloak yet, but he pulls it out and he's like, "Oh, Master Andilius! Apologies for
would
not
they
immediately
not-
recognizing you."
How would they not immediately recognize the fucking librarian?
Because he kind of drove up really fast. It'd be like if the guy, like, did that whole drove in, like swung the car around, opened the door, and people were like, "Wait,
Okay.
what the fuck?" Then he steps out of the car and it's like, "Oh shit."
Oh.
Yeah. Don't worry, Fridick. I'll say it's fine. How's the wife? Very good, thank you. And don't worry with me. And I promise none of them are going to try to assassinate the Count. Promise, one of them is a rotier. As they're like her eyes kind of, the guard's eyes kind of narrow. She's not like him. Okay.
Oh, I'm much worse.
Oh, please don't. Really hate it whenever he comes around.
So do I, darling. So do I.
Oh. Yeah, I like you more already. Right. Well, if you don't mind me getting your names, just that way I can enter you on the registry. I'll just enter you all in under as guests of librarian Trevithor.
Amelie, Minerva, Rotier. These are my retainers. They can give you their names themselves.
Right.
We're not her retainers, and it's Vara's Rivers.
This river. And we'll say, does everybody want to go through their names, or do we just want to keep going?
You can just keep going.
I can hear you, Phil.
You can just keep going.
We'll just say he gets all the names. We keep going. As you'll walk into this place, and then you realize, oh, this shit fancy.
Oh, this motherfucker's bougie.
As you'll walk into this place, it starts with like this big ass hall and whatnot, and you'll eventually wait in this sort of like greater area. All right, let's sit here and wait for a little bit. Rados will be out in a little while. Make sure he cleared his schedule for this. I don't know what he had. But yeah, frankly, I don't care.
Bro just does not give a shit, does he?
He's the best friend. You get a feeling that he's either really close to the Mage Con or he's really secure in his position.
Oh.
And so, every once in a while, you do see the occasional person come by and like nod or like talk to him. Andilius. A couple of them you do recognize, Amelie.
Yes.
And then eventually you guys hear, I can have your attention, presenting his lordship, Mage Khan Radosayal, sorcerer. I'm sorry. Arcanist Ultimatum and Protector of Sprinfall, and his fiancée, Lady Venhana. Let me post those pictures again. That way y'all can take a look. As Raldos. S2G? What is S2G?
I swear to God.
Okay, I was trying not to. I liked Arcanist Ultimatum.
No, I like the names, but such rich fucks.
Well,
I like the names. Don't get me
This is
wrong.
also the first time you've actually met a nation's leader who wasn't also something like just a headmaster. Yeah, and out walks a blue tiefling about the same age as Indilius, but doesn't look like he's been through nearly as much. Golden eyes, wearing this white and gold robe, very fancy clothing, carrying attached to his hip you can see this sort of like black and gold trimmed pouch for a spell book. Accompanying him is a very beautiful elven woman, long white hair, outfits of green and silver, very nicely accentuating his white and gold. But yeah, do that. As looks over you, it's like Amelie. As basically Raudos finds himself like shoved out of the way, as this elf has now rushed over to Amelie. Amelie, is that you?
Oh, Van Hannah! I immediately run to her and give her the biggest hug my tiny little body can give her.
Yeah, and she absolutely noticed you because she's looking over it, like the thing. Her face was bored until she saw you, and then like all the pomp and circumstance just like went out the door. She was like pulling up the dress a little bit, like like that that like noble lady like walked down the stairs from Game of Thrones, like speed walk.
Yeah, I've had to do that before.
Oh my God, Amelie! You've gotten so. You've grown up so much, and you look so beautiful. I love your dress.
I love yours. You look so lavish. How's the royal life treating you? I also, at the mention of royal life, I give Raldos a little curtsy so he knows I'm not completely ignoring
he's been
him.
like slowly walking down the bit, like the smile. He's got this like this smile on the face the whole time. So this is what you had out Raldos clear his schedule for. Actually, Ven, it was mostly for you. Welcome. Thank you, Endilius. Yes, thank you, old friend. Do you have to be so formal with me, Raldos? True, it is my house. Hello, Varus Rivers, Finn Fairplay, Yagu Redsam, Josaku Ito, and Amelie Rotier.
The one and only.
It's good to make your acquaintance. I
Always.
am Raudos Oyal. Welcome to Springfall. Hope you enjoy your stay in my country. So, given what you're here for, I actually need to speak with you all about this. Wait, what are you talking about? Oh, you motherfucker. You knew I would ask you to do that, didn't you?
Do what?
As Venhana leans into you, Raldos is a clairvoyant. Yeah, can glimpses of the.
What the fuck?
I haven't.
This is who Waka was. Sorry.
It's okay. Amelie kind of leans in, whispers to Venhana, I haven't forgotten. How do you think he keeps beating me at chess?
Not cheating. It is using what I am given. Yeah, it's cheating, and say Raldos. Well, given the time, why don't you all join us for breakfast? Come. I I can have the cooks prepare something nice. Have any of you had Sprint Folly cuisine?
Just what Amelie's made us.
Is that Sprint Folly cuisine?
What?
Well, I wouldn't call it cuisine, but it's pretty damn good.
Yep. Basically, we'll say that this is this will be a mixture of like high dining English cuisine and like Irish and Scottish. It's basically like very like
Ooh.
high dining stuff, like stuff you would see Gordon Ramsay serve up in his restaurants.
Party.
Yes.
Ah, this all looks so wonderful.
As he leads y'all in, and then you'll get to the dining hall. I also made something for.
Oh, this is such a bougie ass place.
I spent like
Right.
2 hours yesterday just finding arts for this fucking city.
Dude, it's so bougie.
It is legitimately the richest country in the world. What do you expect?
Varus
That
is
was-
just
wait,
extremely uncomfortable.
richer than Runadavia, dude?
Per individual,
the-
yes. They are the richest per capita. Brunadavia
Okay,
has
like-
more overall wealth, if nothing else, but due to the massive amount of trade that they have and the sheer amount of cities and land that they have at their disposal compared to Sprintfall. But in terms of like how well off is the individual, Sprintfall is more equivalent to somewhere like Switzerland, where like
Gotcha.
there's,
Okay.
there's very low rates of homelessness, there's very low rates of poverty, there's a lot of like socialized medicine and whatnot. Say there's not like that big. The rich are very rich, like fuck you, rich. But at the same time,
Yeah.
the poor aren't suffering because of it.
You had me at socialized medicine.
Yeah, it's very much
Pretty
a country built on unity, kind of out of necessity. Oh. If you don't mind me cutting to the chase, as he said, as he basically like waves off any sort of like guards or anything. And at first, one of them goes like, but, sir." As Andilius then starts to twirl the staff of power. "Don't worry, boys. I got it. Not that I think any of them could take him if they tried, but still. It's fine. It will happen. Ain't it?" Alright, so. If you don't mind. First, before we get to serious business, I do know, Venhana has told me of you, Amelie, and I know we've met once. I believe we played each other in chess.
Yeah, a couple of games. Well, a couple of rounds.
I
Because
seem to
I
remember you being very
absolutely
frustrated
refused to
at losing.
And I seem to remember you being very frustrated when I tried setting the board on fire, using our own innate talents and all that.
True, I'd almost forgotten that you did that. Wait, when you set the chessboard on fire, you were playing against Raldos? Amelie, what the fuck?
He's so French, I love it.
It's fine, dear. It's fine. I actually do have something as one of Venhana's friends, Amelie.
Oh,
I think I went dead. Here I am. I'm back.
Amelie,
I
as one
didn't
of-
hear anything in the last like 10 seconds.
As
Sorry.
one of Venhana's friends, I know you two have been separated for a while, but I would like to extend you a formal invitation to our wedding.
Oh, well, I mean, of course. I thought it had already taken place. I thought I missed out.
Not quite yet, no. It's not for another few months. It
Alright,
is a rare
wonderful.
occasion that a mage con marries while they hold office. Usually they are married beforehand by the time that they become the mage con, or something to that extent. But whenever they do, it's a grand affair. Could not believe the amount of bullshit that they put me through. I'm used to being the one
Man.
running things. I'm not used to being the one being, ran around doing things like dress fittings and trying to figure out what sort of napkins. Who cares about the napkins? Let's make sure that we have the good food first.
It's such a headache. I'm sure you've already had it up to your ears when dealing with my daddy.
Sure, it's only a matter of time your
But-
father will have heard that you've entered the country again. Especially given the word I've already heard about someone causing a near crash and almost dumping a pink tiefling out of their skiff on the roads this morning.
See, Andilius, I told you. You even said yourself I needed to look presentable before this. I love you to death. I love you all, but I'm trying to keep up appearances.
Well, we're gonna have to deal with them when we get to Receptlin anyway. All right, whatever. What we gotta do. Right. As far as the rest of you, I can tell 3 of you have something interesting. I have informed Van Hana on the situation. I trust her with my life. Leas also knows of the situation. Why don't we have a little I show me you mine, you show me yours. That's basically, he opens up his palm, and you can see this green-laden book float from the pouch that it was at his side to open up. And when it opens up, it is like teeming with magical energy. You guys can feel, even Varys, with how little magical affinity you have, you suspect that this book is more magical than everything you have encountered since stepping into Springfall combined. As he reaches up and closes it. I've shown
So
you
you're-
my reverie.
Amelie's eyes immediately bulge at the word reverie. She's pointing at Raldus, then pointing at her party, then pointing at Raldus again. Can't even get the words out.
Where do you think the name Khan? But also, I'm assuming, given your recent trials and everything regarding these, that you will know to keep this under.
Yeah, of course. What I want to know is when can I have it?
You will have to take my job to do that, unfortunately. And
Challenge
there's a little bit of a
accepted.
process for that. Yes. If you don't mind, I would like to see Sakara Lore Revelation.
When he mentions Sicarola by name, my eyes just.
I look to Amelie for confirmation.
Yeah, I look at Amelie too.
I'm gonna roll on insight check on
Before
when he
it.
said
What are you inciting? What are you
Can
trying to
he
figure out about
and
it?
can he and who he mentioned be trusted?
I mean, you're literally talking to one of the most powerful people in the world. What do you mean about be trusted? Because you're literally sitting there.
Because he said he mentioned that they wouldn't say anything about
That's because it's his fiance. It's his to-be wife and Amelie's former caretaker. And the other person
Well,
sitting
then-
with you in this room is Andilius. So you were literally with arguably the most powerful magic user in the world, who is having a transcended reverie sitting in front of you, who he just gave a little bit of light show with.
Motherfucker.
Oh, just in case.
His fiance and his best friend, who also happens to be your temporary boss right now.
I'm just showing deference to Amelie right now, dude.
Yeah, I'm looking at Amelie too, and what does Amelie say?
She nods in response. It's a fair exchange.
I drop Drake's siphon on the table.
I summon Sicarola onto my arm.
I put my hand on revelation.
Powerful.
You know not to touch the knife, right?
Yes, because I saw you
Just
say
making
that.
sure. I hate it when you do that.
But you get used to it after a while. Out of all the flaws I could have, you have to admit that one's pretty minor.
Yeah, yeah,
Be a lot worse.
yeah.
Does make it
Just us
incredibly
there.
hard to surprise him, though. You're throwing him a surprise birthday party, and he already knew it was happening. Hey. Okay, so that's something I could turn on, right?
Oh.
Yeah, you get it. You're cursed with great power and the ability to see the future like a mystic from the ancient past. Yeah.
Wait, you can see the future?
Yes.
Do we beat the dragon or?
I can see bits and pieces. Can't see everything. Sometimes things just come to me. It is a blessing and a curse because at times I get glimpses, at times I get entire days.
Worth a shot, I guess.
Anything surrounding Mirvash, cloudy, like looking through a fog. Tried to focus in on it, but yeah.
That's a damn shame. That would have actually been extremely helpful.
It's
But
not for
nothing
lack of
can ever
trying,
come
though.
that easy, can it?
He spent an entire day trying to find something regarding the dragon, but nothing. That was a vision of figures, black, one white. Got theories, but nothing with any. I also do know there's a little bit of issue regarding a couple of his. Those I have been able to out.
Nora and Hougeki.
Not just them. Supposedly,
Colorado?
there is a guarded temple at the bottom of the lake of say the sea. Dropped out of contact about a month ago. Investigated. Building stunk of necromancy.
Oh
The
no.
inner sanctum was raided. Supposedly, an ancient, say a helm of an ancient gravedigger in there. My guess, in fact, really was. Expect all three of our enemies.
We're so fucked.
Already? Are you kidding me? I don't even have mine yet. I'm saying this out of character.
Wish I could see more. The reveries are also mostly cloudy, unless I'm in the presence of reverie-based visions. Fog. I couldn't say, when I tried to see if I could dig and see anything about you all, and see anything particularly about what you may find. Amelie?
Yes.
There. So,
Uh,
you know you try. Oh. Enough business. As he claps and then like the doors open and people come in with stuff. Let's eat. Let's enjoy your day here in I'll say in Thorn before you all head off tomorrow. You're going to need it where you're going. Raldos. Biscuits, my favorite.
Biscuits are my favorite.
Remember, for them, biscuits are cookies.
Oh no!
Actually, I'm used to this because I grew up learning British English, so this makes more sense to me.
Yep, and you get basically a mixture of English, Scottish, and Irish breakfast.
I will say though, one thing you guys have noticed, like probably Varus's friends, is he's way more subdued than normal. Like, because I think he's just intimidated by all this magic.
You are also sitting next to one of the two people in the world who people suspect could potentially have a chance of beating Ark.
Yeah, so he's just very subdued.
Mr. MageCon? I don't know what to
You
call
can
you.
simply call me Raldos.
Hi, Mr. Oldest. I actually have a question, wizard to wizard. Okay, so Finn goes super serious as he asks this. So I've heard legends. Do spells actually go higher than 3rd level?
And Raldos gets like an earnest belly laugh. Like you can tell he's like laughing at the situation. Whereas Adelius like oh wait, you're serious?
No, I was just joking. And I go back to just eating my meal
Finn,
quietly.
Raldos swaps over, leans over and he smacks Adelius upside the head. Adelius, don't be an asshole.
I pat Finn on the back.
Language, your con shit.
I just pat Finn on the back and I just tell him I don't think that's a stupid question.
Magic goes up to 9th level.
I spit out my what?
Would you like to see one?
Oh wait, a 9th level spell?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, if possible, but
Amelie immediately starts kind of like shrinking in her seat, like trying to use Varys's natural size to shield herself from whatever the fuck is gonna
happen. As you see Raldos go up, there is a chair on the other side of the room. This is actually like a big dining hall, so like there's a good ways away. He's gonna do that. Let's see about something.
Okay, Pod, as you like shrink into Varus, he's trying to shrink into his own chair and hide from this shit. Okay, what does that mean, Phil? Is this what it's like to be Varus?
Getting laughed at all the time.
Bro, I hate you so much, bro.
Oh no, because I'm always making fun of you. Then I got made fun of. It's like, is it time for some introspection? The answer is no. I'll never do any introspection. But yeah,
Based.
I hate you so much, man. I don't. All I do is get bullied, dude.
I love you, Ed. You're the best.
If you don't mind,
I don't know if he believes you anymore.
Try not to scream or be afraid at this, by the way. He's going to cast True Polymorph on himself. And you see this blue tiefling who does he looks like he's in, fair shape, but like not really, because you just see him start to grow and change into this red, hairy, muscular form with massive claws, horns, and teeth, with this big, gaping mouth and this long tongue about the length of Amelie's torso, and horns as big as Varys, as he turns into a Oristro. A challenge rating 17 monster.
Am I seated next to Amelie? Or who am I seated next to? Okay, I'm gonna lean over to Amelie and be like, your city is ruled by a demon?
No, and this laugh comes out like much more bellowing and menacing.
I think at this point, Varus
as he changes back. I am
Varus
not a demon. I merely cast magic to turn into one. I have defeated one in battle, so as a result, I can use my magic to turn.
I think when that happened, Varus picked up Amelie and used her as a shield and just keep me safe.
Look, I respect all life forms, and I just go back to eating and try to make myself look small.
After that happens, right? Varus is just his hands on his face,
Oh,
like
sorry,
he
he
just
didn't use true polymorph. He used a shape change. He used a druid
after this
spell.
after this happens, Varus is like has his hands in his face and like he's just muttering in Elven just to himself, just like fuck you, Argus. I could have had magic, Argus. Fuck you. I hate you so much. Just like pissed and also very afraid.
If it makes
How do you
if it makes you feel
How-
any better, very few people can cast magic on the level of I can. I can guarantee you, I know more spells than any mage on this. I say, by a large margin. But it's not all me. As he holds out the book, helps when you have the greatest spell book in the world.
I am getting my hands on that thing. I don't care how long it takes me.
Forward to that day when I get to pass it on to you. Then
You and I both.
This is
no more showing off, Raldos. Let's eat. Enjoy.
this is
Yeah,
fucking
no showing off the fact you could turn into fucking. And all the spells under the sun. Yada yada yada. See, I'm here trying to do a fun thing for your fiance here, Raldos, and you're here showing off the whole fucking time. Wow, way to make me feel like an asshole, Andilius. It is fine, dear. Enjoy. Now, the five of you, well, I know these two have to go do work and preparation and all of that, and I know Raldos has to make canon. I give you a tour. Or Amelie can give you the tour, and I can type.
Okay. If you think I'm cool, I mean, I can do that. It's just a tour. Easy.
How loud are you saying that?
Loud enough. Loud
No,
enough.
not
to be heard.
you. Varys.
the grumbling in Elven.
Yeah.
Uh
You think it would be loud enough for Venhana and Raldos to hear? Did you forget? Venhana's an elf,
I did forget about
and
that.
Raldos knows 7 languages.
I
Sweet
did
baby
forget that Venhana was an elf, and I don't think. Fuck me. I think it was decently loud enough. I didn't realize. I forgot that she knows Elven, and then he might know.
Hold
Yep.
up. One moment. Let me see if Raldos has a magic item for this, or whether it is or is it his spell he has to cast. No. Okay, so he's going to cast.
Bro's casting magic?
Yes, but none of y'all see it.
I'm just speaking my language.
He's basically doing this to try not to embarrass you or anything. Basically, you hear in your head, Raldos' voice saying, "It's like, play Margus." It's good.
Oh,
He's a
he's
good
using
one.
a sending spell.
He's speaking this directly to Varys.
Yeah. Like a sending spell.
I think when he gets that sending spell, Varsh just gets the blankest of fucking looks, and just goes back to eating. Just like,
I shall go through the meal, and Raldos says, "Well, lovely meeting you all. Unfortunately, I do have prior business."
when Hannah didn't say anything about it, right?
No. And Hana tried to basically let it slide, and Raldos is trying to be subtle about it, saying it's like, he can't help it, kind of thing.
Wait, how do they know?
They don't.
Did this motherfucker read my brain?
No.
Andilius?
Maybe.
Oh, because he's the librarian. He's the one of the best. Fucking...
Yeah, he's basically the only person who could give who could like trounce Chaz as a spy master.
So he probably figured it out and let them know.
Yeah, well, he let Raldos know. He did. I don't think shit.
And then Raldos told Van Hana, probably.
No.
she
Again,
doesn't
they
know?
don't know. Raldos knows.
Okay, Raldos and Dilius know.
Yes.
Okay.
Because you literally, again, you basically have a guy that his job is to know everything, and the other guy who can see almost everything.
Oh, yeah, okay, that works, yeah.
So, like, one thing I wanted to say, it's like, with, this guy is so creepy, looking to our futures and talking in our heads and turning into demons. It's more of, like, Raldos is almost at, like, the peak of what a magic user is. So it's one of those things for him that is just, magic is just as simple as breathing. Doing all that, he doesn't, it's not, he's not trying to be rude or anything like that. He's just kind of doing it. In terms of like just doing the magic as easily as he would breathing. You can definitely tell just by how easily he's throwing around, spells on the level of things that could change entire continents. Like just instantly popping a spell without anybody noticing that, like talk in Varys' head, you could just instantly get the just get the feeling of how powerful he is. It also helps that he's wearing a robe of the Archmage.
Dude's fucking
That is
decked
for the
out.
players. Not I was like, none of y'all would know what that is in canon, but the players, y'all should know. Y'all know like how powerful this is.
I want one so bad, but I can't use it.
Yeah, robe of the Archmagi. Basically, if you were a wizard and you're not wearing armor, it makes your AC 15 plus your Dex mod, and you have saving throws against spells and other magical effects, and your save DC increases by 2. That's why he has a save DC of 24. It's like you get the feeling like Argus is the world's strongest man, and he can beat anybody who wants in a fist fight. Raldos is the guy who does that with magic.
That will.
You're not useless, but all right. Well, it was lovely meeting you all, and I'm sure we will meet again.
My phone keep dying. Okay, hi.
Don't worry, we're
I'm
about to
back.
wrap up soon.
Okay, yeah, because my phone is just not staying awake for this. Wow, my battery's running really low.
Yeah, don't worry. We're gonna run out with this kind of thing. It's like, well, now that we are here, why don't Amelie and I take you boys on a tour of the city, shall we?
I would be delighted to. Amelie would genuinely love to show these guys around and get a better look at this place herself.
Well, why don't we start here? As she's now taking you around her house.
Yeah,
What a bougie ass place.
It really is it not?
Oh, I didn't realize I said that out loud.
No, here, don't worry about it. I don't know if Amelie has told you, but before I met Raldos, my job was as the heads of house. I was basically staff.
was my freaking. Yeah.
And for the Rotier specifically,
Yeah,
I
I'm
was
here. I'm sorry.
standing to young Amelie. Say what?
I missed like a good bit of that, a bit of what you were saying. My phone fucking will not stay awake.
Do you have it plugged in?
No, and there isn't one anywhere nearby me.
Can you plug it into your laptop?
Well, I don't have a cord and nearby me.
Oh, okay. Well, then we'll wrap it up here with like this little bit, and then we'll just continue this in 2 weeks because I will be gone next week.
Okay, yeah, we can come back to the tour or say that the tour is already taken care of.
Yeah,
Either
we'll
way.
do the full tour. We're fine with that. How much art I found
Okay.
of Thorn? We're cool to do the tour.
Honestly, I really want to see more of this, more of Van Hannah's digs, more of Thorn.
And basically she says something to the extent of, I'm used to being around wealth, but not being the subject of it. A little bit much.
Still, though, the change of pace must be nice, especially after having my daddy's foot up your ass my whole life.
Your father's a cunt.
Don't disrespect the cunt like that.
Kidding. Unfortunately, he has to be he has to be put up with and commends that level
Yeah.
of wealth. Yeah, say not really say he did when it comes to matters of finance. If it's not for his father, would probably be one of the ministers of finance.
Yeah. I hate to admit it, but he does have some brains rattling up there in that skull of his.
Your father is a brilliant businessman. Fucking asshole.
But enough of trudging up the past and bringing everybody down.
As you worked it. Why don't I actually, before we head out, and you'll walk over it, and that is where we'll end tonight's session.
Oh man, oh my gosh, dude, I cannot contain my excitement. We are getting so close to Amelie's home. Amelie is dreading this. Fireworks are going off inside of me.
But also, yeah, you can also see like one way that with this world, I wanted to show like different countries and different cities have very different things. Care is more so the city where everybody can do the thing with they actually kill a stream.